How is it going, everybody? What is going on right now? We're checking out the end of the Giants versus Chargers game, and then we got a really good matchup coming up between the Raiders and the Bears. Will they turn it around? Will the Bears continue their hot streak? They look really good last week. Shout out to everybody hanging out right now. Let me hear the chat. Let me see these chats coming in. I want to see these stats. Woo! And hey, by the way, let's see if the emojis work. Drop some emojis in the chat, and they are working. They are freaking working. Oh, I forgot my this little thing. I was supposed to grab a thing downstairs. I was supposed to grab. I did not grab it. A type of pouch, but it's okay. All right. Anyway, so 8 seconds left. Will the Chargers beat the Giants? Jackson Dart in his debut. First round pick quarterback defeats this hot Chargers defense, and the Chargers have their first L of the season. I'm in shock, man. I think the Chargers have been a tough team this year, and I can't believe they let this one slip on by. But so many injuries. Joe Alt, the tackle, injured, and Brian Dable is hugging Jackson Dart. And Russell Wilson has to be thinking, damn, man, you gonna toss me to the side already that quickly? Shit, man. Russell Wilson getting straight tossed. No more Russ. All right, so we'll see when this game starts here. This is the first big shocker of the week, though. Jackson Dart getting the win. And the Giants defense looks actually pretty good. You got tons of good pass rushers there. It's not too bad. Score predictions for today. Let me know in the chat, man. What do you guys think the final score is going to be? And be honest, like as a Raiders fan, do you think they have a shot? The Raiders, have they solved their O-line issues? Not really. Yeah, I mean, they're going to roll with the exact same combination they had at O-line last week when it was a complete disaster. That's what the Raiders are deciding to do. We'll see how that turns out. And I think that might be something that bites Pete Carroll a little bit in the ass. We're talking about Russell Wilson thinking that's spicy. Never forget the Russell Wilson Subway commercials. Great television. Damn. See, the Chargers just have so much bad luck with injuries. I mean, I feel like that every single time they look good, the entire O-line gets injured, receivers get injured, defensive players, like it just never, ever works out. For San Diego, guys, give this stream a like. We are going to be posting some content today. Haven't been posting as much lately. Been working on some other channels here, but we'll get back in action. And I feel like this is the part of the season where, aside from the situation with Jackson Dart, what you expect to happen is happening. We all know who the favorites are, and when they win, it's kind of just like, all right, yeah, whatever. The people who we thought were good won. Shout out to Rebecca Diamond. Shout out to Timberline in the chat. 27-9 Raiders. A lot of optimism here. Week 1, I feel like we were riding high. Chargers game brought us back down to reality, and then Commanders game just left us with no hope. So Carr's video about the Raiders, did he do a whole video? I saw the Gruden Carr interview, which was really fun. And it had to make you think. I mean, when you guys see that Gruden Carr interview, they start talking about a reunion at some point. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, obviously, but they definitely want it to happen. You could tell. And there's this weird stuff that I've been seeing with some of Carr's recent YouTube content where he says he still trains all the time because he loves training, and he trains just in case God wants him to play football again. You know, he's trying to take the decision out of his hands. I mean, I think there's an element of that in there with him, but it's like this. It's just pretty clear this guy still wants to play football, and to me, it looks like the guy retired so he can get off the Saints, which oddly enough looked actually decent today against the Buffalo Bills, but is a sinking ship. So wouldn't be surprised, man. A lot of injuries around the NFL. JJ McCarthy, he's not 100%. But it does seem like teams are going younger at QB. But it makes you wonder, man, if a team that's really competitive loses somebody, what kind of guy is going to come out of retirement? Shout out to you, Sean, in the chat as well. Miami. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen with the Miami Dolphins. Who are they playing this week? Tua was already getting some heat from Cam Newton. All right, so game starting in 5 minutes, guys, and Monday Night Football, Jets versus Dolphins. That's a toilet bowl. Oh, shit. At least the Dolphins have Tyreek Hill, though. Yeah, I mean, the Dolphins are also, if there's a team that Gruden could take over, the Dolphins always perk up to me because they're in Florida. Clearly, Mike McDaniel looks like he's going to get fired. They have the former tight end coach, who's now the offensive coordinator, Frank Smith. Darren Waller, though, still hasn't made an appearance yet. I don't know what that guy's going to do. No Darren Waller yet, but they do got some Alec Ingold. He's still playing fullback. The Bears have a lot of injuries on the defensive side of the football, so I think the Raiders might have a good opportunity here, especially to run the football, which has been a absolute shit show for the Raiders. Can't run the football at all. But Bears got some injuries, defense. Kyler Gordon in the secondary is going to be out for this game. But I got to say, man, I like the defensive coordinator of the Bears. Don't sleep on the former Raiders head coach, Dennis Allen. Yes, not a popular Allen. Not a lot of people like the guy as a head coach, but as a defensive coordinator, Dennis Allen, who else would you rather have on your as your defensive coordinator, man? He's one of the top ones in the game. So Raiders still got to watch out there. I think the biggest issue is, will the offensive line of the Raiders be able to block? I see a lot of people speak negatively about the Raiders defense. I actually don't have a problem with the Raiders defense in that pass game against the Commanders. I think when you look at the first half of play and when you look at the special teams, I think that's the second biggest issue with the Raiders is special teams. Giving up a big kick return to Deebo Samuel, giving up a punt return for a touchdown. Biggest thing was special teams that led to the Commanders getting points against the Raiders last week, and also the offense just being unable to get a first down. The offense could not even the Raiders offense could not get a first down that week in the defense. I actually was really pleasantly surprised with the defensive performance last week, and I'm pretty confident that the defense is going to be able to hold their own if the Raiders offense could, respond, give them some time to rest. But I will say, Vikings defense looked really good early in the season. Obviously took a little step back against the Steelers today, but in week 1 against the Bears, you saw the Bears lose to the Vikings, but they're at the same time going up against a really good Vikings defense. So Caleb Williams, man, looked great last week. No complaints there. And he seems like he's continuing to get better and comfortable in the Ben Johnson offense. But he did well against the Dallas Cowboys last week, which many people believe is straight up the worst defense in the NFL, especially with no Micah Parsons, especially with players like Diggs, always banged up, some of your best players. And I do like some of the chats in the comment. Nobody's getting fired. People always want to fire everybody, fire the coach, bench the QB. I fully support Geno Smith as quarterback for the Raiders, man. I don't think it's been his problem at all. If anything, I'm a little interested in this Brady guy. What's been the design of this team? Minimal investment in the offensive line? I don't know, man. He's calling all the shots. We'll see what happens here. Game's about to start right now. You got the announcers talking. Minute 23 to go. Take a look at some of these stats from last week. Swift. Actually, no, this is stats for the entire season. Swift. Healthy, going to be available today. Caleb Williams has been able to run the football, almost 100 yards already. Like we said, last week was probably one of the best games, if not the best game of Caleb Williams' entire career, albeit against a weak defense. I think the Raiders' defense is better than people give it credit for. Interesting game happening right now around the NFL. Colts versus Rams. Daniel Jones? Is it all just beginner's luck? And I think Geno Smith got some garbage time stats last week, but I just really did not know what he was supposed to do last week. Not only could the Raiders not run the football, but as soon as they tried to throw, especially if they tried to do play action, Geno Smith had absolutely no time. So you have to throw every play because you can't run. The defense then knows you're going to throw every play. That's why Geno had a shitload of attempts. Then he's getting his ass cracked. So I really didn't know what he's supposed to do. And I think some of these wide receivers need to step up, man. I want to see, some of these wide receivers like Dante Thornton make a really big contested catch. That's what I want to see. Yeah, I don't know these announcers for this Raiders game. We will see, man. I mean, look, all right, so Raiders defense, Raiders are going to defer. And let's get this little art thing up here real quickly. All right, Bears gonna start at the 28-yard line. Modest return here. And is this going to update on its own, or do I got to do something? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And drop the emojis, dude. Drop some emojis. They appear on the screen. I want to see this flooded with some stop sign emojis for this Raiders defense as Caleb Williams in the offense takes the field, 1st and 10 at the 28. All right, an adjustment under center. Caleb. All right, 2 tight ends here. And a handoff to Swift. Swift. 2-yard gain. Good tackle by Devin White. You know what? Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, shit. All right. Now the emojis are really working. I got it really on track here. Drop the pirate, drop the stop sign emoji. 2nd and 8 right here. And Caleb Williams with a quick throw to the running back, swing pass, and 4 or 5 yard gain. And there we go. The emojis. I gotta start posting more videos, man. We got feels like even for Raiders. What do you guys think? Do you guys think more people were locked in this year compared to last year? 3rd and 3, man. Caleb Williams under center on 3rd and 3. 3 tight ends here. Interesting formation and play action. Caleb Williams pressured and steps up. He's going to scramble and throw on the run, and the running back drops it. Great defensive stand. A 3 and out for the Raiders here. I like that. I like that. The defense is good, dude. Last week in the chat, dude, a lot of people were shitting on the defense, and I was like, all right, dude. I understand they're scoring a lot of points, but just because they're scoring a lot of points, that doesn't mean there's an issue with the defense. And I know that sounds kind of funny, but I mean, it's true. Guess I'll make myself a little bigger here. All right, the punts. Trey Tucker, that mother. 25-yard line. Oh, shit. No. Can they protect Geno? All right, that looks good. All right, here we go, man. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Geno Smith at the 25-yard line could get a good lead here, man, if we even get 3. In the shotgun, play action. Geno to throw, quick throw to Jacoby Myers, and that's going to get 9 yards. Woo! I don't know why, man. I got heartburn. Gotta chill out. So Jackson Powers Johnson is in the game at center. Or not at center. Right guard. In for Alex Kappa. Thank God. 2nd and 1. And a handoff to Genty. And there we go. 45-yard line. And they're starting JPJ. And Ashton Genty gets a great gain there. 12-yarder. Bro, about time. Why has this taken so long? Let me make this a little bigger for you guys. You know what I mean? So Genty, 1st down, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. All right, play action, and Geno pump fakes, then gets rid of it, and an incomplete pass to Dante Thornton. Shout out to Max Davis. Appreciate you. Sending some love here, man. Here we go, baby. JPJ's back. Let's go. And I feel the exact same way, man. Seemed like an obvious solution here. Huh. Let's try to fix this super chat gizmo. There we go. Willie was about to flip. Appreciate you, Max Davis. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10 after that incompletion and then a run of no gain. Incomplete pass to Thornton on a play action, then a run of no gain. That's not good. Third and 10 now. 46-yard line. Bad situation. Shout out to Mary Reyna. Becoming a member. Appreciate you, Mary Reyna. Been in the chat for a while. 3rd and 10. Geno stepping up and gets rid of it and intercepted into traffic intended for Jacoby Myers. And that is going to be almost a touchdown, but JPJ tackles. And Geno Smith has to quit fucking forcing the football. I'm sorry, but I've been defending this guy, and this is the 5th interception of the year. And in some moments, he is very upset. We got to figure out what's going on, man. So against the Chargers, I feel like Geno Smith really forced it into traffic a couple times. I like the aggressiveness, but crazy. And then here we see he just does not see the safety. And in a crossing, maybe an in-route pattern, trying to get Jacoby Myers, ball just slightly sails on him. And then an interception. Byard the third. And Geno yelling. And I don't know if Geno expected Myers to be somewhere else, or if he threw it a little early. And handoff and a Raiders stuff. The running back, loss of 4. Swift, wrapped up by Crosby and Devin White. And what a great addition Devin White has been with the Raiders team. Always been a very athletic guy, former Buccaneer. Didn't really find success when he then left the Bucs and went to the Eagles, but always that kind of speedy, physical linebacker, but yet wasn't able to really put it together for the Buccaneers late in his career on that rookie contract. But you got Devin White doing well with the Raiders. I would not be surprised if this guy gets a contract extension with the Raiders after this season or pretty soon. 2nd and 14, dropping back. Williams, time to throw. Batted at the line of scrimmage. And now it's going to be 3rd and 14. So the Raiders throw an interception, and the defense is keeping them in this game. Ball in the field goal range, obviously, at the Vegas' 28-yard line. But these guys are fighting, man. I like this. I like it. You know, that'd be a really interesting thing if I... Chicago calling a timeout with 10 minutes to go. Critical 3rd and 14. All right, I need to get some fucking or some Tums or something. I got heartburn. I always got really big issues when I do these live streams. Heartburn, technical difficulties, panic attacks. Oh, all right. Well, timeout is happening. Gino on the sideline trying to figure out what's happening here. I want to defend this guy, and I've seen Geno Smith play at a high level. I feel like with the Raiders, more than even with the Seahawks last year, he's really been forcing things. I'm going to pin that letter for Gino myself. Shout out to Jeff Henders. You wrote me off. I did not write back, though. I'm sorry, Gino. I think people, Raiders, not me, but some of these Raiders fans are going to start writing you off. I always root until we're knocked out of the playoffs. Batted at the line of scrimmage by Crosby on the screenplay, and an incomplete pass, and the Raiders are going to hold the Bears to a field goal attempt, and it's lit in Las Vegas right now. Appreciate you, by the way, Max Davis, sending that love earlier at the top. Appreciate Mary Reyna becoming a member, and now we got Jeff Henders. What do you guys think about Geno Smith, man? How important is this game? All right, so this looks to be a little bit ahead of me. Looks like they got it. Ben Johnson looks pissed. This is our second home game. The first one was against the Chargers. And the reason why the first home game was kind of disappointing is because there's actually a hell of Raiders fans. It wasn't like an opponent takeover. And even right now, you know, they said a lot of Bears fans are going to be there. It's still a lot of black. It's not as bad as last year. But when we play the Chiefs, dude, or when we play the Broncos, I already know. Or one of those big NFC teams, we're probably going to have some issues there. You know what? I'm going to grab some Tums or something. Commercial break. Woo! All right, here we go, man. You know, I don't even feel like Geno's inaccurate. I feel like he forces it into situations where you're like, bro, like you should probably just play conservative or throw it away here. Like there's 3 defenders on this receiver, and this receiver is not like the greatest receiver ever. Like it's not like you got Jamar Chase out there. Now, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got some homies watching from Mexico. Shout out to our friends in Mexico. Let me know where you guys are at, where you're watching this live stream from in the chat. Because I like seeing the geographical spread, since I know this game's not available to everybody. Unless you pay like a crap ton of money, which I guess I do, but to have this game. And we got Mexico, we got Pismo, Albuquerque, Virginia, Hayward in the Bay, Mexico again, and 559 Fresno, Vegas, Mobile, Alabama, and Arizona, Arkansas. And we got more Fresno. Shout out to Fresno. Orlando, Missouri, Iowa, Massachusetts, Manchester, UK. United Kingdom, baby. We got different currencies in here. Kansas City. You can't watch a Raider game in Kansas City. More 559, more Stockton, California. And shout out to the people in Texas. Let me what do you guys think about Texas? Where would you rather live? Austin, Texas, or Portland, Oregon? Let me know in the chat. Okay, I think everyone's going to say no to Portland. 25-yard line and 9:40 left in the first quarter. We got more Fresno. We got Temple, Arizona. Reno. I've actually never been to Reno. Some of my friends have done stand-up there. Tecate, Mexico. I love me some Tecate beers, and you need to sponsor me, Tecate. Texas, but not Austin. Ooh, Portland over Austin. Portland over Austin, because the weather, right? Austin, Texas is just as bad as Portland. Love Portland, no Austin Hurricanes. Ooh, Southern people saying Austin. I think the weather is just taking Austin out, even though I kind of think the culture is kind of cool compared to Portland. 3-0, 26-yard line and a timeout now by the Raiders here. Gino confused. You know, we got to realize brand new offense, brand new coordinator. And shout out to Sky G Jr. 2 times. I like that. 2 times. What's wrong with us? Seriously, every year we see playing the same. Offensive line is trash. Just terrible ownership early, but still. You know, I feel like hopefully Brady will eventually give the organization continuity, and maybe that's a bad call. I mean, I think Brady running this team and calling the shots, impacting what these coaches want to do, probably on the same page as the GM, but just having that big of an impact and you're not in the building every day. I wonder how that's going to go, man. Is that really going to be better than the hands-off Mark Davis? I don't know. Hands-off Mark Davis had some good moments, but a lot of bad. Play action for Gino, a quick pass to Trey Tucker, who I am starting in fantasy football, and a 10-yard gain for Trey Tucker. I think this guy got a lot of yards last week in garbage time, and I'm interested to see how he does when it matters in this 3-0 matchup. But ownership, you know, I mean, people want to blame ownership. I think Davis made the right call with Gruden, and I think he made the, on paper, good call with McDaniels, just ended up being toxic. And I did not like the AP hire. I thought that was just kind of wasting time. And here we go with Brady and Pete Carroll in a reverse to Trey Tucker, who gets a good gain of over 10 yards. But there's a flag on the play. I think that run's coming back. And you got Devin White pumping up Trey Tucker. I think Trey Tucker is a really underrated, yeah. And he needs to get a contract extension, man. His rookie deal is coming up. So holding on the offense, and that's coming back. And Chiefs are losing to the Ravens right now, 7-0. All right, next commercial break, I'm going to grab some Tums. I got some freaking heartburn. Son of a bitch. All right, so holding call brings back that dope run. 2nd and 11 now. And all right, a handoff to Genty up the middle. 5-yard gain. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the freaking decision making with the offense. I don't like with the play calls if Gino's doesn't have that much freedom with his reads. He probably does though. I don't like Gino's decision making, man. I think he's forced, and I think he needs to play a little more conservative. Besides on like third and fourth down, obviously. Okay, under center. 1 yard to go and a QB sneak. That was a disaster. The Raiders center got no push. Neither did the guards, and that is 4th and 1. And at a certain point, man, this offensive line's got to step up. Oh my God. the center, Jordan Meredith, got blasted on that QB sneak, and Geno had nowhere to go with it. Glad they didn't lose 3 yards. Bro. Oh, okay. All right, 4th and 1, under center again. Let's hope the center steps up. And a handoff to Genty, and it's a disaster on 4th and 1, and it's a fumble. And no, the Bears pick it up and are at the Raiders 20. The O-line got 0 push, and this Raiders offensive line sucks. This Raiders offensive line in the interior is just really bad. I don't want to blame. I can't blame Genty. I can't blame Geno. I'll blame Geno on that pick because he had time. But when it comes to the run game, this O-line just sucks. They are getting blasted everywhere. And in the announcers, yeah, I wanted to hear what the announcer said right here, so I was a little quiet right here. Yeah, dude. Like you could be Emmitt Smith, bro. You could be Emmitt Smith behind this O-line. You're not gonna get 4 yards a carry. You're not gonna get yards. You're gonna get blasted in the backfield. All right, handoff up the middle for the Bears, but this defense of the Raiders keeps fighting and keeps them in the game as the Bears only gain 1 yard, 2nd and 9. So basically, we went for it on 4th and 1. We 3rd and 1, we tried to QB sneak it, got blasted. Luckily, Geno fought to not lose yards. And then we on 4th and 1 tried to hand it off to Genty and blasted in the backfield again. So basically 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, you're running the football. It's literally just too, like, we just can't do it. 2nd and 8. And Caleb Williams keeps it on a read option, gets to the outside, and will they get him on a late hit? No. Devin White getting nasty with Caleb Williams. That's a 4-yard gain for the quarterback with his legs. 3rd and 4 now. 3rd and 5, and I think the Raiders need to just start signing random people off the street to be O-line, or they're doing something wrong with their scheme, obviously. We don't know what their scheme is. Like, we're not in the freaking meeting room. These people could try to analyze tape all they want. It's really unless you're a former coach, I really don't want to hear your opinion on analyzing tape. But like, maybe it's a personnel issue. 3rd and 5. And a quick completion after the blitz. And that's a 1st down for the Bears. Zacchaeus. But I will say, all right, now let's think about some of the positive on offense. They moved the football a little bit in that first drive. They had a couple runs with Genty that went for 9 yards. When they're in the shotgun, they are able to kind of run the football. In the shotgun and they pull a guard, they usually kind of are able to run the football. I think Meredith can't do the QB sneak stuff. Play action bootleg, and it's keeping it. Caleb on 1st and goal. Losing yards of 5 yards. Look, it's a long game. I watched so many games this morning. It is not over till it's over, man. These teams are always in it. I just saw the Saints almost come back and get a lead against the Bills late in the 4th quarter. All right, here we go. Crosby pumping up the crowd on 2nd and goal. It ain't ever over, man. Giants beat the Chargers. You never know what's going to happen in this league. 2nd and goal. And play action. Williams looking, scrambles, throws, and overthrows. Luther Burden in the back of the end zone. Incomplete 3rd and goal. And shout out to Ivan. I don't understand going for it on 4th down here when the O-line is so bad. Dude, what's going on with the coaching, man? I thought we have a veteran, experienced coach. Pete Carroll getting a little desperate and going for it in an ill-advised situation, man. hey, some of these more conservative coaches, the John Grudens, actually, the Josh McDaniels, these type of people wouldn't go for it on 4th and 1 in the first quarter at your own 30. They're not doing that. 3rd and goal, dropping back, Williams to throw, steps up and batted and intercepted by Max Crosby. Max Crosby, he's going to be playing flag football soon, and motherfucking Max Crosby gets his first interception of his career against the Bears, and this defense is keeping the Raiders in the game. Holy shit, that was tight. Whoa. Batted at the line of scrimmage, and Max Crosby sees the football, and he is fast and kept running, was pumped up as hell on the sideline. Woo! And it's funny timing because people got pissed in week 2 when Max Crosby dropped back into coverage. Sometimes they do that, try to trip out the defense. But the fact that he's doing that flag football league with Tom Brady, it's because the guy's athletic. They probably see it. He can catch a little bit. I've heard that on some 2-point conversion or some fake, field goal fake kicks. They've practiced that. I read an article in The Athletic or something where they practice that, and they have Crosby running routes sometimes and catching the football. So I think in practice, they know that he could catch. Like, he could actually catch and run. So amazing interception keeps the Raiders back in the game. Now Caleb Williams has a pick. Geno has a pick. Crosby, guarantee that is the first interception. How many interceptions does Max Crosby have? And 0. Crosby's got 0. So we got the first pick of Crosby's career here. 0 interceptions in his career. Wow. That is amazing. And who did he keep that ball? If he threw that ball in the crowd, you got to get that. That's going to be worth money. If he threw that ball in the crowd. Appreciate you, Ivan, man, and appreciate everybody hanging out right now. Drop some emojis on the screen. Get this chat live. No interceptions till now. And this is the thing, dude. The defense, I just feel like every week, even against the Chargers, when I saw the final score and they held the Chargers for 3 points in the second half, like, I feel like the Raiders defense has been fine. I really don't complain about them because I think they've done a great job considering the fact they've been in shitty situations every week. All right, so we're still on commercial. Like this stream for some good karma. Like this stream to help support. And here we go. First career interception, Max Crosby. And play action, Geno pressure, breaks a tackle, and now is going to run. Jackson Powers Johnson leads the way. And Geno gets a first down. And shout out to Sky Gee Jr. We need to air it out. Got more weapons. We do got look, Bowers is not 100%. I don't even know if Bowers is playing right now. He's definitely not 100%. Michael Mayer's out. I think outside of Jacoby Myers and Trey Tucker, the Raiders, and even Tucker, man, he can't do everything at wide receiver. I think the Raiders are going to be looking for some big playmakers in the future at the receiver position. 2nd and 1, flag, and 2nd and 1, we got an offsides on the defense, so the Raiders will get an automatic first down. I don't know, man. But Geno, we got neutral zone infraction on Jacoby Myers. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. The broadcast messed up. So penalty on the Bears, automatic first down. Yeah, Jack Besh has been disappointing. I mean, I hate to say that Jack Besh has been disappointing, but 2nd round pick, man. I expect you to be starting on this offense. Does Max have more yards in the offense? Max might be close to having more yards on the offense. I think you're onto something here. All right, man. First and 10, handoff to Genty, who's got a little bit of a lane, and a 6-yarder for Genty. All right, so the Colts got the lead over the Rams. I'm rooting for the Rams, man. Got to weaken that AFC conference. Yes, like the stream to support the hustle. Appreciate you guys. Brock Bowers is out there, but I know he's not 100% at all. 2nd and 3. Jack Besh is out there right now too. Hand off to Genty on 2nd and 3. And he is fighting, and this offensive line is stepping up. Is Genty's arm okay? Looks to be good. 1st and 10. And that is a tough 11 yards. And it looks like with Jackson Powers Johnson in the lineup, we've seen the rushing attack be a little bit better on 1st and 10, on 2nd and 5. It's just that 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 series that was like really shitty. But in terms of just like, you know, when they're trying to go 10 yards, not too shabby. All right. 1st and 10. Play action, pressure in Geno's face, but he gets it to Bowers, who lowers the shoulder, but only gets about 5 yards. Shout out to John Raiders Snake Man. Hopefully we get the freaking dub. Unfortunately, I think because Michael Mayer's hurt, he's out this week, that Bowers has to play. I think if Michael Mayer is healthy, Bowers wouldn't even be playing. All right, so we got an injury. Bears defender going to the sideline here. 2nd and 5. You know, 2nd and 5 here. Geno Smith makes an adjustment close to the red zone, 27-yard line. Backup tight end Ian Thomas is in there. And play action, Geno steps up and is now going to run. He's got some space for the first down. He gets it, and he's going to go all the way to the 6-yard line. Geno Smith using his legs on this drive more than we've seen him pretty much in any game this year so far. And now the Raiders are at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, gets the lead. Shout out to Steve in the chat. Yes, hit the like button, guys. 1st and goal. Actually at the 8-yard line. I think they marked Geno kind of a bad spot there. I thought he was at the 6, but he's at the 8 now. 1st and goal. And we got a timeout or a flag? Raiders timeout. Got to get the W, and hey, if we get the W, we're 2-2, and that's not that bad. 2-2 after playing the Chargers, which are a hot team. Everybody thought we'd lose to the Patriots. Obviously, the Commanders are a great team, even with Jaden Daniels not in the game. So, not too bad. Tough schedule though. I think we still got to play the Eagles, and obviously we got to play the Chiefs, who got Worthy back. Talented receiver from Fresno. Caleb Williams watches. 1st and goal. Geno gets rid of the football too high. Intended for Bowers. And behind Bowers. Incomplete. 2nd and goal. Bad throw by Geno. I think he could have fit in there and got a score there for Bowers. So here we go. 2nd and 8, basically, but 2nd and goal. Fake reverse, and Gino throws to Genty, and Genty makes it in for a score. Genty's first receiving touchdown of his NFL career. There we freaking go. Let's freaking go. Touchdown Raiders, and now they get the lead. Update that scoreboard, biatch. And hey, dude, after the Geno pick, after the turnover on downs, it looked like we were about to get our ass whooped. I'm not going to lie. We all started getting down on the Raiders. Thought about it. I thought about it. I was like, all right, so we're going to get our ass whooped. Then Max Crosby makes that amazing interception, sparks some life, big completions, big runs by Genty. The run game stepped up. Geno with a scramble, and I think the biggest play on that drive was Geno's scramble all the way to the 8-yard line. So Geno using his legs, helping the Raiders here. Crosby and Geno, the two captains. And that's what you really want, man. Your captains to be the big standout players on key drives. So Raiders are turning it around. A lot of pressure on Caleb Williams and the Bears now. And the Niners losing against the Jags right now. Yikes. It started with Crosby. Right on, right on. All right, all right. Appreciate you guys, man. Getting some things in order here. Gonna try to add some interesting things here. Shout out to you guys, man. And by the way, I didn't get everybody's location. I kind of want to see some more locations. I don't think I had enough. I saw a lot of Arizona, a lot of Mexico, a lot of Fresno, obviously, and Vegas. Virginia. We got a lot of people from Virginia. Where else do we have people from in the chat? I'm kind of a weird guy where I'm oddly... Look, I'm a dude where even though I'm like kind of content with where I'm at right now, I always look up Zillow. I like looking up stuff on Zillow and just seeing what like places look like. So I'm always curious about the geography, where people are at. Oakhurst, obviously. South Carolina, San Jose, South Africa. There we go. We got our South Africans in the house tonight. Missouri, Tennessee, Colorado, New Jersey, Riverbank, South Jersey. Dude, all the people that have Ashton Genty on fantasy are definitely happy now, man. And Norway, Connecticut, Vallejo. Man, Vallejo has great weather, man. A couple of Vallejo. Okay. All right, game's coming back on. All right, here we go. Bears. Top super chat. Okay. Here we go, man. And shout out to Super Awesome You, NorCal Yuba City, baby. Hell yeah. NorCal. Love NorCal. Play action. Caleb Williams gets rid of the football, but there's a flag on the play. Game's back on. I'm trying to get this thing going, and it looks like I think I got this shit working out, man. I got some cool shit cooking. Illegal motion, that completion, which was a 6-yard gain, is coming back for the Bears. So 1st and long for the Bears. Ooh. All right, commercial break again. Is it just me, or is there just a shitload of commercials these days? All right, all right, all right. Son of a bitch. Shit's not working. Okay, so penalty. Chiefs still losing against the Ravens. Appreciate all the love, man. And we got to start making some more vids, man. Let me know if you guys are pissed off that I haven't been making as many vids. Some people were watching for the Saints content. I got to make some more vids. It just moves so fast where it's like, I'm going to make a vid and then, oh, the next game is already here. And I'm like, oh, nobody gives a shit about that anymore. But yeah, I really haven't made an actual good quality vid since week 1. Yeah, I need more, but working on some other channels, and it's just it's a lot of time to be able to get those out. But I want to try to figure out how to do that. Basically, people, yeah, because some people are saying, "Oh, your vids are better." In order for them to be better, I got to spend way more time, and so it won't be quick enough usually. So a little conundrum there, but it's all good. We'll figure it out. Shout out to Timberline. How much does the supercharger total have to get get Audrey on here? Whoo! She's got her own YouTube journey, man, and I gotta say, it would be, based on what she's doing on YouTube, it'd be a massive amount. She's already working enough with her own thing. But yeah, I gotta drop some more breakdown vids for the, I think I'm gonna try to at least do a once a week Raiders vid. I do this live stream every game though. 1st and 15. So I do the live stream once a week, but I think I got to try to do at least a one Raider vid a week or something. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I got some ideas. I don't know. We'll see if people are interested. Sometimes there's something that I'm into, which I don't know if everybody else is into. some funny stories. Yeah, I got to get together a team or something to figure something out. 2nd down and 30-yard line, dropping back. Williams gets rid of the football. And now at the 40-yard line, 3rd and 2. I think we got to win like 10 games to get to the playoffs. Yeah, I am way better at vids than live streams. Like, I do way better with videos than live streams too. Like, I just get way more views. So I'm like, shit. But it's way easier to do a live stream. 581 people here. Get the likes up. 3rd and 1 and a fumbled snap for Caleb Williams and pressure. He scrambles and throws on the run and too high. Incomplete. 4th and 1. I also agree with what you're saying too. There hasn't been much to make videos about. I do feel like it's been we kind of know what the deal is, and there's not that much to say. Especially if you're up to date on the news. Like I feel like most people watch videos are. There's it's kind of just like, yeah, the O-line needs to get better, and we'll see what happens. 4th and 1. And they're going for it on 4th and 1 and a quick completion to the running back. And the Bears make a big play. Quick play action rollout. Throw to the back, and they get the first down on 4th and 1. Vids are more off. Yeah, that's true. Maybe vids are more off season. All right, first down and play action. Caleb Williams gets rid of the football and a big completion. Kmet in the red zone now. Raiders gave up a big play there. All right, here we go. I am not. Yeah, I do not want to do those types of live streams. Caleb Williams, any fingernail? I did not get to see the fingernails today. 1st and 10, 24-yard line. Dropping back in a big complete. Ooh, tipped. Batted off the hands of Kmet. He dropped it. 2nd and 10. All right, so 2nd and 10 now. They're making a little stand. Well, we'll see what's going on right now. Second and 10 in the red zone. Interesting action around the NFL. And Caleb Williams fumbles the read option. Luckily, he recovers, but Caleb Williams fumbled the read option and is basically sacked. It looked like the Raiders are going to recover. And woof. And they are beefing right now. Crosby able to get on Caleb Williams. Ooh. And third and 16. Dropping back, Caleb Williams, pressure, and ooh, sacked. Tyree Wilson with the sack. And they're going to be at the 40. Will they even make this field goal? It's going to be about at least a 55-yarder, right? There we freaking go. Tyree Wilson showing out and Devin White celebrating with him. And Raiders, if they score here, consider the fact that the Raiders get the ball at the top of the third quarter. They got a good little setup here, man. So they're punting. Bears are punting. And the Bears punt at the Vegas 40. And there's a lot of Bears fans there. I'm seeing a lot of orange in the crowd. And it's a touchback into the end zone. Woo! Tyree Wilson, man, stepping up a little bit. Haven't seen much from Malcolm Kuntz yet, too. All right, so commercial break, man. Colts got the lead over the Rams right now. And Nakua, fantasy football team, hopefully is looking good. Chargers lost today. Chiefs losing against the Ravens only by a point. Denver is about to play in a little bit. And Raiders, man. So if the Raiders win here, Chiefs lose. What do we got for the Broncos? 1-2, right? So Raiders could get to second place in the division if the Chiefs and the Broncos lose today. Yeah, we got to get Genty the ball. So big upsets today. I would say Commanders beating the Falcons. Obviously, Giants beating the Chargers. Jags are doing really well against the Niners. Did not expect the Patriots to whoop the Panthers like that. Didn't expect that. Hey, drop some emojis to flood out this bot guy. Come on, guys. Steelers beating the Vikings. Didn't see that coming even with Carson Wentz. What else do we got? Bears, obviously they're actually kind of not favored in this game, so this wouldn't be an upset win if the Raiders win this game. But Titans getting destroyed by the Texans. Whoa. All right, Tyree Wilson gets some props from Max Crosby. The sideline here. All right, here we go. Gino with the football. At the 20-yard line. Handoff, but nowhere to go. No gain. Grab my water. Dude, I need to get I need to eat something healthy, like a Chipotle bowl or something. But maybe regular Mexican food's healthy compared to Chipotle. What do you guys think? 2nd and 10. Handoff to Genty, 3-yard gain. Is your average taqueria going to do a better burrito bowl than Chipotle? That is the question. Got some Bears fans here, man. I expected the Bears to start hot in this game. And if you're a Bears fan, you got to be disappointed in the offense failing to execute. Here we go. 3rd and 7, though. Close game. Shout out to Carlos. Max out here doing it. Hopefully we can build on this. Gino dropping back and gets rid of the football and intercepted. That is horrible timing. No. Right when Carlos sent the super, supported the stream saying, hopefully we can build on this. Right when Carlos sent that, Gino loads back. Pass intended for Jacoby Myers and throws a pick. And now Ashton Genty is trying to console Gino. Bro. Every time he tries to throw it to Jacoby Myers, like, this is the same safety. Is that Byard again? It's the exact same play, exact same route, exact same defender who picked off Gino earlier. Bro. And Genty's having to talk this guy off a ledge. And when, Carlos is saying, hopefully we could build on this below. Well, shit. That's fucked now. The defense, though, I have no... So we literally just cannot blame the defense. You held them to 3 points. Your offense had 2 turnovers and a turnover on downs. Hand off to Swift. Swift gets 7 yards. The defense is like doing everything. They like, by the way, the defense has the least amount of money invested. It's Max Crosby has a fat contract. Everybody else barely makes any cash. You don't have high draft picks besides Tyree Wilson. I guess Malcolm Kuntz is making about 15 a year, 15 mil. But that's really not that much for a pass rusher. 2nd and 3. I don't know, man. I'm trying to support Geno. Oh, and a end around reverse that backfires for the Bears, and Crosby doing a baby taunting emote. Baby taunt emote here. I love that. And the Bears are at 3rd and 7 now. So I got to ask you guys, man. At a certain point, I mean, I think Chip Kelly is going to have to make the decision. Is this a Geno issue? Is this a game plan preparation issue? Or is Kenny Pickett going to really need to get a shot? 3rd and 7. Caleb Williams scrambles, throws on the run, and a first down, maybe a yard, maybe an inch short. I just feel like Geno Smith, I just feel like he either cannot see the safety or he's forcing it because he thinks he has like a laser accurate arm. But in the Chargers game, he forced it. In the Commanders game, he didn't, but the Commanders game was not so much his fault. But this game, challenge it. Pete Carroll's challenging the spot. Yeah, I think Zacchaeus, the Bears receiver, was short. I believe the Raiders will win this challenge, and it'll be 4th and inches. So Pete Carroll's challenging the spot here. Yeah, dude, he's just not seeing these safeties. And against the Chargers, he just forced it into triple coverage. I mean, double, triple. I think it's the Commanders. I mean, he really nothing was his fault against the Commanders. And then the Patriots, I felt like we got one pass that was a forced interception against the Patriots, and then he settled down and started. His aggressiveness was actually a good thing in the Patriots game, and is part of the reason why the Raiders won. But we haven't really seen that in a little bit. But I don't know, man. Pete Carroll is like, he's like, friends with Geno Smith. It's almost like a John Gruden, Derek Carr type of relationship. So Pete Carroll is not going to bench Geno Smith. And I feel like we got to figure out like what I feel like we got to salvage Geno Smith this year. Like he's going to give the Raiders the best chance to win. And if that means they got to take the game out of his hands, maybe quit doing some of these, quit running that same play that he's thrown 2 picks already on. Carr's last video. I know. I mean, dude, look, Derek Carr is unfortunately not going to be, because Brady hates Derek Carr for some reason. I don't know what it is. He's talked shit on Derek. I don't know what it is. So they're never going to let Carr come back to the Raiders with Brady running the show. But I think Carr's going to, I think Carr has not played his last down. I think he'll play somewhere next year for sure. Like some opportunity is going to open up somewhere. Yeah, dude. So I would say wherever Gruden gets a head coaching job, look out for Carr. Maybe he gets an offensive coordinator job even there. Or if Matthew Stafford retires, I wouldn't be surprised if you get some Derek Carr and Rams action. Especially because he'd be in the West Coast. Love some of the Brady Carr comments. Hilarious. Well, here we go, man. Still got the lead. And got a defense that keeps making good stops. Yeah, how is Hunter Renfrow? Is he doing anything in the Panthers game? 2 catches for 10 yards for Renfro, man. They got to give Renfro a shot. All right, here we go, man. Game's back on. They gave him the first down. Swift running the football, then tackled for a 2-yard loss. Panthers still got Renfro. He got 2 catches for 10 yards today. 2nd and 11. Jamal Adams making a good play. And Raiders defense has to freaking carry the team, bro. I formation for the Bears. 15-yard line handoff. Good tackle by Devin White, who's been a monster this season. Devin White, can we re-sign Devin White? I'm so tired of a player doing well in the Raiders and then we just let him go. Can we just re-sign this guy? This Devin White guy is whooping ass. All right, 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. Raiders can get a stop here. And some confusion, a timeout by the Bears and Caleb Williams. And you got Jamal Adams and Max Crosby speaking, dude, strategizing here. Like the D-line coach, like the front 7 of the Raiders and how they've been playing this year. Really impressed by the Raiders secondary as well. Dude, how come as soon as Carr leaves, we finally have a defense? Oh, man, it's hilarious. 3rd and 11. $16-yard line. Quick throw, screen to DJ Moore. Moore tackled short of the first down by 3, but a flag. It looks like a holding on the Bears. Drop the stop sign emojis, man. Drop some more emojis down below. And dude, the broadcast keeps making a mistake where whenever someone's holding, it says Jacoby Myers, even though he's not even on the field. Dude, these are like billion-dollar companies and they have horrible graphics. All right, here we go, man. Appreciate you, Carlos, and all the other donors for the stream. 3rd and 19. Raiders can keep the lead here. And a handoff. Tackled for a loss. Malcolm Kuntz this time with Tyree Wilson. And was Crosby even in on that play? 4th and 21 now. Yeah, Crosby was in. So, field goal attempt. Raiders still get the lead after the horrible interception by Geno Smith. This guy has to bounce back. And the field goal is good by the Bears. Whew. I bet you Antonio Pierce is laughing up a storm watching the Raiders offense, right? Great job by Kuntz and Tyree Wilson the past 2 drives, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. We cannot score. Imagine if the Raiders would have grabbed Matthew Stafford. People said that was like, oh, you know, a good thing we didn't grab him. I mean, I don't know. Oh, my God. Come on, y'all are doing him dirty. Don't be doing him dirty in the chat like that. Don't do AP dirty like that. Woo! Y'all are ruthless. So the Chiefs got the lead above the Ravens right now. Pierce is heated. Pierce is just a little salty. Got a little extra salt. 4th and 1 for the Ravens. And wow, Chiefs might actually get the dub against the Ravens. Bring back Luke Getsy. Yes. Don't be sleeping on Getsy. Kenny Pickett, man. I mean, I think Kenny Pickett would be the Browns starting QB if Shador didn't end up and Dylan Gabriel didn't look so good in training camp. Where you kind of have to keep him because of the rookie contract, and also keep in mind that Kenny Pickett was pretty much hurt during the training camp of the Browns, so obviously you're not gonna be rolling with that. Well, can't be too loud while I'm talking. I got to save my voice here. We got commercial break still. Drafted QB? Oregon Ducks QB. I think he looks good. I watched the game last night. Whew. Love to see that guy sit behind Geno for like a year or two. Yeah, I don't like that Pete Carroll went for it on 4th and 1. We do not need any political update. All right, so Crosby on the sideline, game's back on. You know it's bad if Chip Kelly ends up being forced to go to the sideline rather than the booth. We should just run it, dude. Please do not throw it with Geno. I'm not trying to watch us get our ass whooped. All right, Geno under center. I think Brady's decision making is why this team kind of sucks on offense. Handoff. Genty, and Genty finds some room, and Genty is off to the races, and Genty is going to score a touchdown, and the Raiders are back on offense. One fucking play, one run, a touchdown for Ashton Genty. He's got 2 today. If you bench him in fantasy football, if you didn't put a parlay bet on Genty today, you done fucked up. He got 2 in the first half. Woo! Wow, great stuff for Genty. Very impressive, man. Great blocking on the outside. And what did we see? What are we seeing this week on the offensive line that's a little different than last week? Just off the top, as a casual fan, what you could observe is Jackson Powers Johnson being in the lineup at right guard instead of Alex Kappa. Is that making a big difference? I don't know. Seems like it. I'm not an expert here, but it seems like it. And what a great run, especially after the 3rd and 1, the 4th and 1 disaster early in the game. And the Raiders are winning it, baby. The Raiders are winning it, baby. And they get the ball at the top of the 3rd quarter. Did you think we'd be here after the 2 picks, after the turnover on downs? Did you think we'd be in this spot? Great to be in this spot, man. Ryan Clark was talking trash on Ashton Genty this week, saying he doesn't have the it factor. When, if you've watched the games, I mean, how are you blaming Genty for the poor running game? You can have Darren McFadden in his prime, and I think only injury has held that guy back. You could have him in his prime, and it wouldn't matter. So I think my mic's a little too loud. What do you guys think? Oh my God. You guys are making some crazy jokes. Genty's running like the feds are after him, huh? And shout out to Mary Reyna. Sending some love. Appreciate you, Mary. Yeah, we get yet another high pick. We better take a QB also Wi-Fi. I should have joined long ago. Love your content and appreciate you. Mary Reyna sending some love here, man. And we got to get some more videos out on this channel. We've been slacking, but I got to start doing that some more. And we'll definitely, especially if we get the dub right, got to make a video breaking down this great game. Genty liked your comment on Facebook, really? But hey, I do agree with you. I think we got to find some type of long-term solution. Look at Jackson Dart and the amount of energy he's bringing to the Giants organization. Is that going to lead to wins? Who knows? Who knows? But it's definitely given the fan base a spark. So especially like if you got freaking a team that's not doing so hot, young franchise QB is going to give something for people to watch, something to look forward to. I still am rooting for Geno Smith. I think it is a psychological issue. I don't think it's a talent issue. From what I could see as a fan watching these 4 games, I think it's just he's making a couple bad decisions. He's forcing a couple things here. But if you could just play a little bit safer, I think we've seen Geno Smith play at a high level. 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, albeit in garbage time last week, and a great game week 1. Genty, longest rush TD this season, obviously, the longest rush of the year. And that might be the longest rush for the Raiders in the past 2 seasons. Since 2023. All right, so the Bears and Caleb Williams, a lot of pressure. Max Crosby. Whoa, if I was him, I'd be fired up. You're playing with a lead. The Bears are starting to be in a position where they got to throw the football. That always helps out the edge defenders, man. So, especially if the Raiders hold them here, and if they get a score at the top of the 3rd quarter, then you're in a great spot. Crosby with a pick earlier, which I think may be the best play of the game so far. 1st and 10. And a handoff. Caleb Williams is going to check it down to the running back, but too low of a throw. He didn't have much pressure. Flag. Are we getting a late hit? And they are now calling a late hit on Max Crosby. Actually, no, they picked up the flag. They picked up the flag. Almost a late hit on Crosby, but they picked up the flag. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. This Bears O-line cannot handle Crosby today. And now you're seeing why the Raiders made this guy, for a moment, the highest paid non-QB in the NFL. Dropping back, Caleb Williams, a quick throw and a completion to the tight end, Kmet, who gets the 1st down. And a little bit of a pause here in between the plays. The Rams still got a narrow lead over the Colts here. Chiefs with a lead against the Ravens. And here we go, 1st and 10 after the completion to Kmet. Play action. Caleb Williams has time, checks it down. 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 here. And the Bears were doing well in the beginning of the game, and you've seen them kind of fall off here. Caleb Williams stalling out in the red zone. Turnover battle. The Bears are winning the turnover battle. 2nd and 7. And a pitch to the outside, but Chin over pursues. However, still only a 5-yard gain for Swift. And here we go, man. 3rd and 2. This is a key down here. 3rd and 2. Get the likes up if this is your first time viewing the stream, man. Like this stream, help support us. And let us know in the chat where you're watching from. Where's your location? We want to know the geographical spread where we got people at. And we're at the 2-minute warning here. 2-minute warning. So Genty finally having a breakout game. Receiving touchdown, rushing touchdown. Seattle, Washington. Uh-oh. Sacramento, Vallejo, South Dakota. SoCal. No way. Let me get some water. Commercial break, commercial break. Fresno to Oklahoma, Oregon, Denver, Los Banos, Kansas City, Utah. San Diego, huh? Seattle's expensive, though, dude. I would live somewhere cheap around Seattle, but I think it's too expensive. Not as expensive as LA, though. Colorado, Bend, Oregon, Madtown, Madera, Madtown, baby. I've had some party. I've gone to some parties in Madtown before. Thousand Oaks, Oakland, Merced, Hawaii, Iwa Beach, Hawaii. That's a unique one. Oxnard. Dude, Raiders to Fresno, you will have home field advantage, baby. Actually, I don't know. Not if you play the Niners or the freaking Cowboys, though. And there's still a decent amount of Chargers fans in Fresno, too. Baja, California. Oak. Aberdeen, Washington. All right, here we go, man. 3rd and 2, big down, man. 3rd and 2 at midfield. Dropping back, Caleb Williams, quick throw and wide open to Luther Burden. Raiders ran a cover 2, and Burden found the little gap there between the linebacker and the safety, it looked like. Let me take a look here. Actually, it was a cover 3. Oh, wow. Wow. First down for the Bears. Got people in the Tower District. Oh, have I had some wild nights in the Tower District before? Whoa. Yeah, definitely. Let's just say I had some late night meals at 2 a.m. 1st and 10. Handoff. Minimal gain. Louisiana. Appreciate you, Mary Rayner. Appreciate you, Carlos earlier. Max earlier. Jeff Henders earlier. Mentioned Carlos, super awesome. You, appreciate you from earlier. 2nd and 9 now. 2nd and 9 and 35-yard line, dropping back, and Caleb Williams has pressure from behind and evades it, but Crosby's coming. He continues to scramble, throws on the run, and a big completion. Caleb Williams just made, oh no, it was incomplete. Oh my God, Caleb Williams threw it on the money. The tight end could not reel it in. An amazing scramble by Caleb Williams. But the ball just hit the floor as the tight end hit the ground, an incomplete 3rd and 9. But Caleb Williams, I got to say, man, woo! When he's improvising, he could make some great plays. Ball at Vegas' 34-yard line. 34-yard line. 3rd and 9. And looks like we got a timeout by the Bears. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. People miss Fresno, talking about Visalia. Okay, so here is my thing. If you're trying to stay healthy, what is your meal on football Sunday? What are you eating on football Sunday? If you're trying to stay healthy, what is, are we doing a chicken salad? Are we doing tacos? If you make tacos yourself, they're healthy, right? 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9, dropping down back in a incomplete pass too high for Luther Burden. Pull him out on the coverage. Actually, that's a Dunze, not Luther Burden. Incomplete, 4th and 9, and the Bears are going to have to kick a field goal again. Beer, steak, salad, wings, spaghetti, weed, pizza, carne asada. Grilled tri-tip and a Caesar salad and grilled peppers. That is what dude, I wish I had a grill. Kick is good. 1 possession game. Ceviche. Takes a little bit of time to make ceviche. Make Sunday your cheat day. I accidentally make most days a cheat day. Fajitas, jalapeno poppers, kale and avocado toast. Oh, not kale and avocado toast, bro. We got to enjoy life a little bit. I know it's healthy. I mean, I guess there's the carbs though. All right, here we go. So commercial break. Chiefs got a big time lead against the Ravens. Looks like the Chiefs are probably going to win it against the Ravens. Menudo. I haven't had menudo in a while, bro. Oh man. All right, I am definitely ordering delivery right now. Like I'm getting. I should not have done this because this just made me hungry as hell. I gotta quit slouching. I gotta freaking get my posture up. Ordering deli food, to me, it's just so easy to make a sandwich. That's why I don't like ordering sandwiches. And nowadays, sandwich places want to charge you like $20. And Vietnamese is only good because it's soup, and soup always sucks when you eat it to go. Mushroom Swiss burgers. Pizza, man. Pizza, though, I feel bloated after eating pizza, but I love it. Yeah, no matter what happens, dude, Crosby did have a great game. Oh, dude, I have not eaten asada fries in so long, but that is like my guilty pleasure. Asada fries, whoa. Oh, like some birria asada fries. Man. I think I haven't had that in a year. I've had not just nachos, but not asada fries. That's whew, that's next level, man. So Raiders do get the ball start of the third quarter, second half. Ooh, asada fries, dude. Oh man. I can't, dude. I don't know. I would want to do asada. It's got to be the only thing I eat though. All right. Kick return for Raheem Mostert. Asada fries cannot be good for you though. It's literally French fries and hella saturated fat. Oh, holding on the receiving team, so not good field position. Raiders got about 46 seconds to make something happen here. Last time they were on the field, they had the really good I don't know why I needed Tums earlier. I think it was something else. There's a lot of caffeine or something. 1st and 10. Quick throw to Myers on a screen. 5-yard gain. No timeouts to the Raiders though, so I don't think they're really going to be able to do anything. Asada fries is healthier than birria because it's less fat if you have asada and not birria. 2nd and 5. Gino dumps it off to Raheem Mostert, his first game of the season. First down, but there's only 16 seconds to go. Bro, asada. I'm saying asada, right? Asada, or am I supposed to go asada? I'm like, do you got carnitas, chili relleno, asada, pollo, polo? What's another Mexican thing that I've Mexican like Spanish that I've butchered? All right, so 7 seconds to go, 2nd and 10. All right, handoff. All right, they ran the clock out to halftime, so we're at halftime. Ooh, Portland does have some good ass food, dude. You know what? It's good ass food, but sometimes they give you small portions. So I think Fresno has like I feel like Fresno in the Bay Area, because I haven't eaten much in LA. I think Fresno in the Bay Area has better portions, but Portland has good variety and good quality food. But it's always too small for me. I still though, like, I don't know, like I feel like places like Gordo's and Berkeley, and people like say they're whatever. Gordo's in Berkeley and like Don Pepe in Fresno, I still like those spots way better than any Portland spot. Specifically, just that taqueria counter, pretty much what Chipotle tried to rip off. All right, so we're at halftime, man. Halftime. Texas portions are big as, dude. Texas portions, you got to watch out. You got to make sure you get a to-go box. And I'm saying this as somebody, I'm 20 pounds overweight according to my BMI. I know me, so I'm not some guy who like doesn't eat that much. But Texas portions are out of control. Oh, Italian meatball sub, dude. I had a lot of Italian food over the past weekend. I had a lot of big mozzarella. Really amazing penny pasta with vodka cream sauce, and some sausage on that. Oof. Italian food, man, it's just too many carbs though. Too many carbs. I mean, if you spend a good day working out, you know, you got some calories and you're gonna have some red wine or something that you need something heavy to soak it up. Then I'm going with Italian food, but on a daily basis, unless it's my only meal of the day, whoa, it's always just way heavy. Pizza? El Farlitos. Mission does have sleeper taquerias, but sometimes I feel like in the Mission in San Francisco, sometimes it's hit or miss based on who's working there at the taqueria at times, and you could instantly get something that's super nasty in a ripoff. Even in like the good streets in the Mission. All right, so we're still at halftime break. Let me check out some other games. See what's going on here. Huevos rancheros? Do you guys have huevos rancheros? I am not eating fries in the burrito. That's carb on carb on carb, dude. Like, you got rice, beans, and fries in the burrito and the tortilla? Whew. No, there's good food in California. I mean, come on. You can't, I mean, that's just a lie, especially ethnic food. All right, let's see who else is playing. Dude, not many people are playing right now. I love a good, great food and edible food. Some people are super late in the chat, and then they're saying their location, Lancaster, California, even though that was like kind of a long time ago. Hey, Danny Dimes is doing good. Bro, Audrey is literally in the chat. It's Bada Bay Area. She's just freaking doesn't want to have to sit on a live stream for 3 hours. People say this is easy. This is actually like, it's easier than making a video doing a live stream, but it's not like completely easy. Like, you're still like burning hella energy. And your arm gets hella jacked up from like moving, like using the mouse the entire time. All right, so we got our favorite meals. All right, we talked about favorite meals. These days, people are health conscious. You know, people are going to Planet Fitness. People are going to the gym. People are doing all these things. You know, what is but when you have a cheat available, and we're all trying to avoid sugar, hopefully, unless it's from a fruit, you know, unless it's from the earth, right? What is your cheat sweet? If you're saying, man, there's one, I'm gonna make an exception for this. You know, what's the one sweet where you're just like, you know what, I'm making an exception. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, even though I know it's bad for me. Even though I know I'm gonna freaking definitely gain some weight, spike the insulin, all kinds of shit. What is the one sweet where you're down? For me, it's cheesecake. A really good cheesecake. I am just a sucker. I am a sucker from a good cheesecake. Okay, so I am starving. Well, I just noticed that when I started talking about food, a hell of people chimed in. So I was like, people actually enjoy like talking about food. I think it's also something that like you could talk about even if you don't drink. Like, 'cause, you know, whether it's drinking or substances, people talk about that. But food, it's like everybody loves food and eats food. Okay, some scores around the league. All right, I'm going to go ahead and be right back using a restroom. Before the game comes back on. All right. All right, my bad. We lost some people because are we good on audio? Are we good? Whew. All right, so the game's coming back on. My bad. Talking about Carr. Is Carr coming back, bro? We'll see what's going on with Gino, though, man. Maybe he'll turn it around here. Let me see what the foods you guys said. My bad, I was gone for a while. Look, man, I did not expect to be gone that long. I'll tell you that. But good thing we didn't miss the game. And in terms of sweets, tres leches, banana and honey. That's kind of healthy. It's natural. Deep fried, fried stuff. Oh, cheesecake with tres leches. Oh, wow, yeah. Alcohol. I mean, yeah. You know, I kind of do that where it's like, you know, if I'm going to have beers. Occasional ice cream. Yeah, I got to watch out. Yeah, I got to watch out for my A1C, too. Mostert with the kick return, and the game is back on, baby. Brown Sunday. Yeah, we're talking about carbs and we're all drinking beers right now. I'm not having beer, but I did drink some beers on Friday. My bad, I was gone for a minute though. I'm back now, and the Raiders offense is back. And handoff. And another interception. Play action throw, and Gino throws another pick. Get him the fuck out of there, dude. I am sorry, bro. I was trying to be the biggest Geno Smith fan this year. Bro, he is, something is wrong with Geno Smith psychologically. Are you freaking kidding me? He threw his third pick. Oh shit, Bears player's injured, man. Appreciate you, Michael Sumner, man. Feeling healthier this season. That's true. I gotta figure out how to make more content on this football channel, man. I gotta figure out what people want, man. It's really tough. So here we go, man. A crossing route open and just a bad throw. Bad throw. Stevenson gets the interception intended for Jacoby Myers. Gino just throws it little far behind. If it would have been a little more in front of the freaking receiver, obviously it would have been a completion. Wow, this is bad. Bears have a chance to get the lead, man. I hate to say it. Look, we do got a partnership with DraftKings. I'll be making a video. I'll probably be in a video. Helps keep the lights on, guys. Come on. I don't know, man. I feel like Gino is the leader of the team, and you can't really bench the leader of the team. Yeah, the Saints, man. The Saints had a shot today with the Rattler. I mean, I want to dump on Rattler and the Saints, but they had a slight shot. Oh, yeah, we need to hire an editor. That's true. Genty was trying to give Gino a pep talk earlier. Oh, yeah. Audrey's channel definitely keeps the lights on. That's why there hasn't been many Wi-Fi Willie videos lately. I'm like, I got some other shit to edit. Woo! We'll see what happens with Geno Smith, though, man. He's the captain, though, and you can't really turn your back on the captain like that. It's going to be awkward. I'm going to open up a window. It's hot in here. You can't turn your back on the El Capitan. Gino. Geno Smith, man, I don't know, man. He plays good sometimes. I'm surprised he's doing it like this. Third pick? Another 3-pick game. So Geno's throwing like what? He's thrown 7 picks already on the season. That's really bad. All right, 40-yard line for the Bears. Fake flea flicker, and the Bears running back Swift getting a 5-yard gain. Face mask on the Bears offense. That play is coming back, man. We should just give up on the coin toss. Oh, we got the lead at least. At least we got the lead, and Genty is finally getting going. But hey, Pete Carroll, if this Geno Smith's shit doesn't work out, I know a guy named Russell Wilson who's on the bench of the Giants. Give his ass a call, man, if this Geno stuff's not working. Yeah, I'd rather take Mr. Unlimited. 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 We got to get unlimited. 1st and 10, 47-yard line. Caleb Williams, incomplete pass. Second and 22 now. Yeah, man. Raiders need to figure out their offense, bro. Oh, shit. People are saying they'd rather have Carr than Geno. 2nd and 22. Caleb Williams with a completion to Moore. Now it's going to be 3rd and 5. Jared Stidham. I got the car. Dude, I got to update the emojis. I forgot the car emoji works. These are hilarious. Third and 5. Someone dropped the Chandler Jones emoji. 3rd and 5. Drop him back. And a completion to a Dunze for the 1st down on the outside. I haven't updated the emojis since the 1st year of doing the channel. Maybe the 2nd year of doing the channel. There's a special thing you have to do to save those images like that, and I forgot how to do it. Handoff up the middle. 4-yard gain. Yeah, there's still a Renfro, Chandler Jones, a Waller. Oh, this is awesome. 2nd and 7 then. Here we go, man. In the red zone now. And looks like a false start on the Bears. 2nd and 12 now. Second and 12. Here we go. And Williams juking, breaks the tackle, and throws it on the run. It's incomplete. 3rd and 12. Here's the thing, man. Gino's got a shot to turn it around. Oh, man, I got some weird... All right, here we go, man. 3rd and 12. 11:40 to go. I got to preserve my voice, though, man. I'm gonna be safe. 3rd and 12. Williams backs up, launches it deep, and a big completion to Odunze for a touchdown. And the Raiders give up the lead, bro. And there's a lot of orange and a lot of Bears fans out there. We finally see the real camera angle. There's a lot of them out there. So the Raiders, man, negative situation there. Yeah, dude, I don't see how this team's going to win games if you throw 3 picks a game and when you're not throwing 3 picks a game, you can't run the football. Still 16-14, still only a 3-point game, so not that bad. Wow, just really good completion. Caleb Williams had time. And they're not giving up, man. The Bears are not giving up because the Raiders' offense keeps giving them opportunities. So we got the turnover on downs. We have 3 picks, 4 turnovers, man. I'm sure the internet's not saying anything mean about Geno Smith. I'm sure they're super supportive right now. Ooh. Jackson Dart with maybe the Raiders should have drafted Jackson Dart instead of Ashton Genty. What do you guys think? Bring back Minshew? Oh my God. All right, man. Still got a commercial break and protests happening around, it's a big thing viral right now. Cam Ward and the Titans going downhill. Oh my God, no. Do not say that Geno. No. Geno Smith was good before, he was average before joining the Raiders. I thought he was fine last year. Yeah, he threw some picks, but I felt like he was more consistent last year than this year. So, and we saw the same thing happen with Jimmy G, man. Jimmy G looked his worst with the Raiders. Always kind of fine with the Niners. I still think he could turn it around. And then same thing, Super Aussie. Carr needs to come out of retirement. I mean, if Geno Smith keeps throwing picks, I think you're going to have a lot of Raiders fans wanting somebody. Kenny Pickett, Carr, who knows? But we got more people saying DEI. Oh, don't hit him with the DEI. Don't hit him with the DEI. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. But we'll see. We'll see what Gino does on this drive here. We don't need to reach for Carr. We could keep the continuity with the training camp and all that. I am making excuses for Gino because I just feel like I've seen him play at a high level before. All right, flag on the return. So Raiders going to have some bad field position. Jack Besh penalized there. We'll see what Gino bro does. Here we go. 1st and 20. Genty is standing. And a handoff for Genty. 32-yarder. What do you guys do? Imagine if Aiden O'Connell was still the backup. You'd have all the Aiden O'Connell fans clamoring for him. So here we go, dude. 1st and 10, 32-yard line. And good first down run by Genty. And now another run by Genty that is going to go for about 7 yards. And yeah, there's no path for Carr back to the Raiders. That's true. Here we go. 2nd and 2 now. 2nd and 2. See Geno Smith. Let's see if he gets comfortable. And we're able to run the football right now. Let's see what happens. We got backup tight end Ian Thomason. And a handoff. Genty is going to get the first down. Couple extra after. The Raiders' offensive line is doing good running the football. Ooh, Charles Woodson tweeted out, "Damn it, Gino." Oh, no. What do you got, Charles Woodson throwing some shade? Oh, bro. First and 10. And screen to Brock Bowers, who gets a big gain. Brock Bowers with his first big play. Jackson Powers Johnson with a good block too, dude. I wonder why that guy hasn't been starting. So drop some emojis on the screen, guys. I want to see what you're thinking here. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And another handoff. Not being as aggressive with Gino is kind of helping out here. 2nd and 7 now. Talking about Genty right now. And here we go. A reverse to Trey Tucker on 2nd and 7, who gets a 4-yard gain. Third and 3 now. All right, I got to close this window. It's freaking getting windy as hell here. 3rd and 3, big down for the Raiders. Still in field goal range. Can get the lead regardless. No Genty on 3rd and 3. I don't like that. No Genty on 3rd and 3? Said we got Mostert. Dropping back to throw. Geno Smith gets rid of it, and a completion and a first down. Jacoby Myers. Woo! First down. Geno with a completion. Getting a little bit better here, man. You wrote him off. You wrote him off. All right, 1st and 10, fresh set of downs. Ball at the 19-yard line. And Trey Tucker in motion here. Handoff to Mostert, who is going to find a lane, and Mostert gets about a 9-yard gain. I'm believing in Geno and believing in the Raiders again, guys. Mostert getting the ball too. Mostert's first game. He's been inactive all year. Good speedy change of pace. Back. All right, here we go, dude. Raheem, man. No turnovers, bro. 1st and goal, 9-yard line. Just run it. Genty's in the backfield. We got Bowers. We got the backup tight end. And they're going to hand it off. And are we going to run it? Oh, bad decision, I think, by Genty. Should have maybe went a little more to his left. And there's a flag, but no gain, barring the flag. Illegal shift on the offense. That plays declined. 2nd and long. All right, 2nd and goal, 2nd and goal, 2nd and goal. Dropping back, Geno Smith's got 4 receivers, and he gets it to Genty, and Genty breaks the tackle and has 2 receiving touchdowns. 3 touchdowns on the day. Geno with the throw. 2 touchdowns and 3 picks for Geno, but 3 touchdowns altogether for Ashton Genty, and the Raiders get the lead. And they wrote me off. They wrote me off. But I didn't write back. And shout out to Ashton Genty, man. He's been kind of sad because of all the expectations. You got analysts taking shots at him, saying, he hasn't been doing too great. But big game for Genty. I mean, fantasy football, man. This guy's got to be making a shitload. All right, man. Big time lead. And what more could you ask for? What more could we have asked for? Genty with a big score. Like the stream if you have not yet, man. And aren't you glad you continued to believe in Geno Smith despite it all? So Chargers dealing with injuries. Chiefs are having a good week. A lot of action happening around the NFL. Checking it out right now. And we'll see what's going on. Browns are collapsing. Raiders are going to play the Browns soon. So Raiders play the Colts next week. You got to hope they do well against the Colts. It's a hot team. I'm like, how many seconds until everybody turns on Geno Smith? Crosby with a pick, though. Still a huge story. You got Raiders fans celebrating in ecstasy right now. And I like that they took the game out of Geno's hands, not throwing it a shitload, not throwing it deep. But Raiders only got a 1-possession lead, though. Still got to stay strong here because this could easily go south. Got a lot of new viewers here, man. Let me know where you were watching this stream from. What city, what state, what country are you watching this stream from? And drop some emojis in the chat. They appear on the stream. Are people still going to be dropping the car emojis because of the Geno? I think I need to get a Geno emoji. And we got Tedford Von Patriot. That's enough of Pete Biden and Genius Smith, the bench warmer from the Jets. Get Gruden and Carr back. So echoing a sentiment that a lot of people had, especially after that third interception. Is Pete Carroll too damn old to be doing this? Is he experiencing some senility? I don't think he's as bad as Biden, but pretty bad. Geno Smith, you had some people in the chat call him a DEI hire. I thought the guy was good going in the season, and I was excited about him this year. I think he's just getting a little freaking he's getting a little cocky, throwing the ball, thinking he could fit it in anywhere, especially in that Chargers game. But we're bouncing back. Just got the score. But hey, we've been seeing the interviews between Gruden and Carr. No matter where they go, I'm definitely going to be tuning in and cheering for them. 1st and 10 for the Bears. And a 4-yarder. Oh my God, he was still high from last night. No, Pete Carroll's old, but he's not. Yeah, he's not Biden. He's not Biden mentally. Yeah, I haven't been making. I want to start making a Raiders video once a week. I've been working too much on another channel. I need to start doing that more. I'm definitely going to make a video after this game. 2nd and 3 for the Bears. Raiders got to hold them. Play action. Stepping up in the pocket, and Caleb is now going to scramble. Throw on the run and batted incomplete. Almost a pick for Eric Stokes. No, look, so I was pissed at Pete Carroll when he was not starting JPJ, but now that they're starting JPJ, I'm less pissed at Pete Carroll. I did not like the going for it on 4th and 1. Tedford Von Patriot, fire Pete Biden, hire Gruden back, and Mayock. Oh, Brady's definitely not letting that shit happen. 3rd and 3. Caleb Williams dropping back and pressure and almost sacked. He's scrambling and he is going to gain only a yard or two short of the first down. 4th and 1 at the 41-yard line. Ben Johnson and the Bears are going for it. Oh, Eric Stokes looks injured. So 4th and 1, they're definitely going to pick on the corner that comes in for Stokes. I definitely do not think Aiden O'Connell is better than Geno Smith. Aiden O'Connell was like bad in preseason against like third stringers. They're throwing hella picks. All right, commercial break right now. Chiefs are still beating the Ravens. Rams are losing to the Colts. We'll see what happens. Colts. I mean, if Geno plays like how he plays today, the Raiders definitely get their ass whooped by the Colts next week. I mean, that's just true. Yeah. Kenny Pickett, I mean, Kenny Pickett's kind of similar to Geno to me. Sneaky athletic and had some inconsistency, but has played a lot of games and able to lead to some wins. I think I still put Geno. I think Geno Smith's better than Kenny Pickett, but he's an interesting prospect. I mean, former first round pick recently. Helped the Steelers win some games at times when they didn't really have great receivers. All right, still on commercial break. They're trying to sell freaking new versions of Ozempic. Which, dude, I heard that Ozempic stuff sketchy. I was hearing some stuff that like you lose bones, like your bone density. That's scary as hell, dude. We'll see if the Colts, Devontae and the Rams are moving in on the Colts. So maybe the Colts will lose, take a little blow here, give the Raiders a chance at them next week. Let's see what we got here. And Eric Stokes goes to the medical tent. Darian Porter, now the rookie 3rd round pick, in at corner. 4th and 1, the Bears are going for it, and it looks like maybe a false start on the Bears. 4th and 1 is now 4th and 6. And now the Bears got a punt. Ozembic's that bad? I shouldn't have brought up Ozempic. Now I'm getting scared. All right, so 4th and 6. Now the Bears got a punt. I mean, what more can you want than that? And they did do the punt. A lot of Bears fans out there, man. I see speckles of orange everywhere. And the punt is going to be no, down at the 2-yard line. Perfect punt by the Bears. I freaking wish I had a Ozempic face. Hey, we got a good amount of viewers, man. If it's your first time watching the stream, like the stream. Holding against the flag, the ref's confused. But like the stream, guys. Say hello and drop an emoji in the chat so it appears on the screen. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Holding on the Raiders, so we're going to be at the 1. All right. So this is really scary because the Raiders did really badly on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 earlier when they had that turnover on downs. And now they're backed up at the 1-yard line. Got to watch out for the safety. Please do not freaking get a safety. Come on, Gino. You cannot. You got to win over the fans. Everybody's doubting you, bro, and I don't blame them. You got to win over the fans. 1st and 10 at your own 1 under center. Tucker in motion, Genty in the backfield, and QB sneak Gino. A little bit more room, gets about a 2-yard gain. A little bit more room here, man. Okay. Now we're at the 3-yard line. And Dennis Allen, former Raiders and Saints head coach, running the defense for the Bears. Whew. Run it. Keep running it, bro. 2nd and 8. Please do not throw a freaking pick. And another handoff to Genty and tackled for a loss. Should be at the 1. Third and eight. Appreciate you guys are enjoying the stream. We're going to be live for every Raiders game, man. So I'll be live again next week when they take on the Colts and Danny Dimes, who's red hot after beating out Anthony Richardson. 3rd and 8 for the Raiders now. Come on, Geno Smith. Do not screw this up. 3rd and 8, dropping back to throw. Gets rid of it in a completion for some more room. Going to be forced to punt. 4th and 3. Vanilla Vic is looking good this year. Really? I always thought I have a weird voice. Punt for AJ Cole, man. This is tough, but AJ Cole's got a big contract for a punter. This is why you pay a punter. You're at your 8-yard line, set to punt. We'll see what he does here. In a dome. All right. Oh, no. This guy's getting a good return. Raiders territory at the midfield. About the 48-yard line. Wow. So the good field position really did help out the Bears there and kind of ruined that Raiders drive, which could have put kind of like a nail in the coffin for this game. Jackson Dart beating the Chargers, dude. What the hell? Did you guys watch that game? I was watching that game. Dude's good. I should have started him in fantasy. All right, so minute left in the 3rd quarter. Quick throw to Burden. 2nd and long still. Dude, the Chargers have so many injuries. So freaking Slater's out, the tackle. Now Joe Alt's out. Both of their starting tackles are out. And Khalil Mack's out, their best edge defender. Like, dude, they always get such bad luck with injuries. Even when they had Phillip Rivers, they always had bad luck with injuries. They usually have a good roster, too, the Chargers. 2nd and 10. And pitch, 9-yard gain. 3rd and 1 now. Good run for the Bears. Dude, and I'm in 2 fantasy leagues. One league I'm undefeated, and the other one I haven't won a game. I'm 0-3, and then I'm 3-0 in each league. One was an auction, one was a draft. 3rd and 1, and the end of the 3rd quarter, man. Drop the emojis on the screen. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me drop some shit. I'm going to drop some emojis that look like me. These are some emojis that look like me here. This is the unofficial Wi-Fi Willie emoji. Hell yeah. This is what we do on commercial break. Shout out to all the people sending love throughout the stream too. Tedford Von Patriot. Shout out to Mary Reina, Carlos Rodriguez as well. Super awesome you. Appreciate you. And shout out to Max Davis getting things started at the top of the stream, man. Still on commercial, and look at all these freaking. You know what? Yeah, eggplant emoji, man. The Raiders got to lay the D down on this Bears football team. So tie game now between the Colts and the Rams. 3 minutes to go. Colts got the football, but Rams could put an L, which helps the Raiders when you're looking at the AFC, man. Any dent on AFC teams is a good thing. Some coffee emojis, more eggplants. MySpace, dude. What was I just watching? I was watching that movie Funny People with Adam Sandler, and he does a show at a MySpace event. I forgot about how big MySpace was. This was in 2009. And they did a whole thing like fuck Facebook, a whole little skit there. I forgot that it was so different, like what platform was big. And YouTube wasn't really a thing in 2009. This is like, I was kind of up there and you know, I was still 18. Actually, no, it's probably 17. But YouTube wasn't even a thing back then. YouTube's really only been around for how long, man? Like 7 years? Where people are on it, like, you know, being YouTubers. I think it's only been like 7 years. Skateboarding vids is what YouTube used to be exactly. All right, so game is back from commercial. Appreciate you, Tedford, and all the people sending love, man. Like the stream if you have not yet. A lot of new viewers piling in here. 3rd and 1 at the 39 of the Raiders, and handoff and a big first down for the Bears. Ooh, yeah. Raiders, man, do not blow this game, bro. Big first down for the Bears. Whole quarter to go. And kind of not one of those even scores where pretty much no matter what, somebody's going to get the lead when you got the 16-21. All right, and a handoff. Big run for the Bears, but a flag. Oh, dude, I thought about going to the Ice Cube show in Portland, but yeah. Let's get this win for Ice Cube. Holding on the Bears right now, so good job for the Raiders there. It's going to be 2nd and long. 1st and 20, actually. But yeah, dude, Ice Cube's bus got burned in Portland. I don't know what, I think they thought it was like an ice bus or something like that. I don't know what the hell happened, but we dude, just don't light my, just, we got to quit lighting shit on fire, dude. We got enough problems. And it was an all black car, obviously. 1st and 20. 1st and 20 here. 43-yard line. Williams dropping back, and a quick throw for Williams and a completion to Zacchaeus. 2nd and 7 now. We'll see what happens here, man. We gotta have a big stop. The Bears have only had 1 touchdown. The rest have been field goals. 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line. Williams drops back, has no pressure, and now gets rid of the football, but off target, incomplete, 3rd and 7. Flag, is this going to be roughing the passer? No. Bro. Illegal contact against the defense. Was going to be 3rd and 7. Now it's 1st and 10. Are you serious, bro? It's on Jermaine Pratt, the linebacker, former Bengal. Oh, bro, that is a bullshit call. Oh, bro, the refs. I'm sorry, dude. I've actually been not complaining about the refs as much lately. That is a fucked up call. Like, you just can't call that. All right, 1st and 10. Caleb Williams drops back, has time, gets rid of it, and a completion, but they are rocked by Isaiah Pulamau. Zacchaeus felt that hit, bro. He felt that hit. Appreciate you, Flavor Dave, and the rest, and shout out to Ice Cube in Portland getting firebombed. Yeah, dude, I always think that, you know, even with the Giants against the Chargers, I felt like the refs helped out the Giants a couple times in that game. There was a super BS offensive PI call against the Chargers. I felt like the refs were helping out the Giants in the Chargers game. Even though I think Jackson Dart did well. All right, so 2nd and 5 right now for the Bears, dropping back. Williams in a quick throw that's batted at the line of scrimmage. Crosby had an interception off of one of those throws that were bad at the line of scrimmage. Almost had another, and he shares some words with Caleb Williams, and it's 3rd and 5, and it's getting lit in Vegas right now. Good play by Crosby, dude. Ooh, if he could keep getting more picks, dude. But a good bat, so 1 bat and one pick so far in the game. They got to put Crosby in a tight end, dude. I think he could catch. Raiders fans are getting wild. 3rd and 5. Let's freaking go. And a botch snap fumble all the way to the 35-yard line. Caleb Williams luckily recovers it. But a fumbled snap makes them lose a massive amount of yards, and now they're going to be held to a field goal. There you freaking go. Loss of 20 yards. Are you kidding me? And the field goal attempts, 51-yarder in a dome should be good. And it is. There you go, man. So only a 2-point game, though, and pretty much a full quarter. Raiders got to be cautious and smart. You can't have another freaking turnover from Geno Smith if you want to beat this Bears team that has been able to move down the field. The Bears team's been stalling in the red zone, but they've been able to move down the field against the Raiders defense. We'll see what's going on here with this Colts Niners game. $20-20, huh? Looks like the Colts are probably going to win that game. Can't give up the lead exactly. Jags are whooping on the Niners right now, but there's 9 minutes to go. Did you order food or no? It doesn't matter. Snap? No, I'm just kidding. LeBron. People are talking about LeBron. Colts might lose. Oh, yeah, Colts are being held to a punt. We'll see what Geno does getting the ball. Do we got some Bears fans in the chat? Some Bears fans still think they're going to win it. We'll see how it goes, Bears fans. They're looking like Bears are looking like shit in the red zone right now. Okay, that's smarter. Bears are looking like ass in the red zone. And Genty been running the football much better than usual. Is that going to continue? I think you can't freaking the Chiefs are destroying the Ravens. Wow. Chiefs are back on top. All right, games coming back on. They're showing a pinball museum. All right, here we go. Kick return, Raheem Mostert. 25-yard line, and then here we go. Oh, Rams just scored against the freaking Colts. So Colts might lose and be hungry next week. We'll see what happens, man. Geno Smith, you got to freaking finish the game. Score a touchdown and finish the game. Play smart, man. 26-yard line. And a pitch to Genty. Genty breaks the tackle, and Genty gets 9 yards, and the blocking for the running game has been much better for the Raiders today. Genty goes to the sideline. Maybe a little feeling that lowering the shoulder a little bit. If I had to guess, Genty looks a little like he's in pain. A little pain, a little tired. Ooh, yeah, Genty's wincing a little bit. 2nd and 2. Mostert in the backfield. And hand off to Mostert. Mostert finds a lane, and Mostert's off to the races. And Mostert makes a move. And Mostert gets all the way down to the Bears' 28-yard line. Do not write off the 33-year-old speedy running back. He is here to play in his first game as a Raider. Been inactive and dealing with an injury. But the former Niners, former Eagles running back is back in action. Former Dolphins running back. Whew, he's got a little bit more speed than Genty, even though he's older. I like Mostert, man. There you go. 228 yards rushing. 29-yard line. Geno under center. And another handoff to Mostert up the middle. Minimal gain of about a few yards. Broadcast is talking about Jackson Powers Johnson starting over Alex Kappa. And yeah, I kind of like when our 2nd round picks the starting guard. I think he's done a pretty good job. And now you see the running game doing better. 2nd and 8, man. Come on, man. Keep running the football. Genty in the backfield in the shotgun. Dropping back. Geno to throw. Geno looks to the outside and gets Bowers. 6-yard gain. Going to be about 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Third and 2, and the clock continues to run, which I like. Need a touchdown to make it a 2-possession game. Touchdown for a 2-possession game, field goal. Keeps it out of reach for 3 points, but that's it. Yeah, I don't know why Mostert always gets cast to the side. I've always thought he was a good back. 3rd and 2, and a pitch to Genty, and Genty breaks a few tackles and keeps going on the outside, and Genty gets to the 6-yard line. Big-time gain, 13-yarder. And the 1-2 punch of Genty and Mostert is cooking right now. Holy cow. You know what, man? Yeah, why not a 2 running back set? But Genty, how tired is he? 17 rushes, 140 yards. I give him one more, then go back to Mostert. First and goal at the 8-yard line. And stuffed. They saw it coming. Loss of a yard. Second and goal at the 8 now. And the Rams officially beat the Colts. They get the game-winning pick right now. So Colts will be hungry when they play the Raiders next week. And another handoff to Genty. Despite the fact that they lost yards prior and they lose more yards, clock continues to run, but the Raiders have lost 4 yards the past 2 plays running the football. Now you got third and goal at the 11-yard line. The Raiders on third and goal here, man. What are the Bears going to do? Are they going to blitz? Are Raiders just going to try to play it conservative, run the clock here? There's too much time. 6 minutes and 50 seconds here. Dropping back, Geno to throw. He gets the completion, but a drop by Dante Thornton. If Thornton would have reeled that in, and Ashton Genty grabs Thornton, tries to calm him down as Thornton is upset that he dropped what could have been a touchdown. Oh, it was there, bro. Thornton just stops one step. And you gotta catch that, and you gotta get the touchdown. 29-yard field goal attempt now, and the clock stops. I also don't like that the clock stops. But Dante Thornton, very emotional after that drop. And I don't blame him. I'd be pissed off too. But the field goal kick is good. Bears can get the lead with a touchdown. But definitely enough clock for the Raiders to respond if the Bears score. Rough game for Geno Smith in the first half, but they got it a little bit together in this late third quarter, fourth quarter. But it just seems like if somebody's always in the passing game, it seems like lately somebody's always messing up. If it's not the O-line, if it's not Geno, then the receiver screws up. When it comes to the run game, seems like when it's a 3rd and 1 or 4th and short, when the opposing defense knows the Raiders are going to have to run short, seems like the Raiders fail every time. But in these like 1st and 10, 2nd and 10 situations, Raiders run blocking has actually been pretty good. Their overall run game. So we'll be making a video about the game afterwards. Shout out to all the new people joining us today. Like the stream if you have not yet. We got our record high of people in here. Whoa, massive amount. Appreciate you guys popping in. And the Raiders got to hold on, man. Drop some more emojis. I want to know what you're thinking. New people in the chat, I want to know where you're from. I know where some of these other people I've talked to in the chat. Where are the new people? Where are the new people from in the chat? State, city, country. And game's coming back on. Chicago. Get the likes up, guys. Get the likes up. Support the stream. We got some Bakersfield, Chicago, Riverside, Phoenix, and Maryland here. Central California, Sacramento. We got New York or New Jersey Geno, at least in the first half. I got to quit. Put my hand on the mouse and zipper in my arm. Alabama, Sacramento, Artesia, a lot of California, Tulare, San Diego, Long Beach. Somebody told me that Long Beach is hood. I was like, how is it hood? It seems kind of expensive. Is Long Beach still hood? Tarpey Village. Yeah, somebody was saying that Long Beach is hood. I was like, is it still hood? And the Bears are going to get their drive. Batted interception by Crosby. Started out the game. Had to be hot. Chiefs whooping ass today. Ravens are going downhill. We'll see what happens with Caleb Williams on this drive, though. Caleb Williams under center. Play action. Caleb Williams. Completion. 6 yards. Dude, I feel like those Ravens do bad against the Ravens. Lost to the Raiders last year. Like the Ravens always choke. I feel like they always choke. All right, 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. 6 minutes to go. 36-yard line under center. Caleb Williams is going to hand it off to Swift, and a big run for Swift for the first down. 7-yarder. Chicago getting a ground game here. Yeah, I've always wondered, is Long Beach hood? It seems too expensive to be hood. I don't know SoCal that well. I SoCal is one part of California I didn't go to that much. Play action. Caleb Williams is going to scramble to his left, and he has a lane to throw and gets a completion to DJ Moore. First down in the Bears offense. 2 positive plays in a row for first downs. Got to get a stop, man. Got to get a stop here. 1st and 10. Max Crosby's in the game. Bears are at the 44 of the Raiders. Play action and dumping it to the running back, Caleb Williams. 5-yard completion. I feel like Geno needs to do that more often than we see Caleb Williams doing. Just, dump it off to the back sometimes. So 2nd and 3 now. So that's a great gain for the Bears. Got 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. Been to Visalia plenty of times. I've been all around the Central Valley. Just SoCal I've not been to that much. 2nd and 3, 4 minutes to go. Raiders crowd the line of scrimmage. Maybe a false start on the Bears. False start on the Bears. All right, man. How many bots keep coming in the stream? Thanks for taking care of that, guys. It's always like the ones trying to get people to click on links. All right, 4 minutes to go. Dropping back. Caleb Williams has so much time. He's going to scramble up the middle, and he's scrambling up the center of the field. And he gets close to the red zone. Caleb Williams using his legs. Running up the middle, making a quick decision. So good scramble for Caleb Williams. So many Bears fans in the crowd, man. A lot. 1st and 10. Caleb Williams under center now. Pitch to the running back. And tackled for a loss. Devin White destroyed DeAndre Swift for a loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. Devin White has been my favorite defensive player outside of Max Crosby for the entire season. I mean, who else would you rather have as linebacker right now than Devin White? Holy shit. And this is a team that, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't have a Landon Roberts. Dropping back, Caleb Williams gets rid of the football. And a 1st down and then some. Odunze. I feel like Devin White was a little gassed from chasing down Swift and kind of had some soft coverage on that next play. If anything, I feel like Caillou Blue Kelly tried to pass that on to Devin White a little too easy. That was kind of unfair to put all that on Devin White. I feel like Caillou Blue Kelly, the corner, should have stayed with the receiver there. But here we go, man. We're going to the 2-minute warning. Chicago's trying to melt clock and score. Raiders got 3 timeouts. Luckily, this is very intense. And Jamal Adams is pumping up the Raiders crowd. And Ashton Genty is having the best game of his career. And Geno Smith is probably having one of the worst games of his career. This is a wild, wild game. You know, I felt like they had some soft coverage over at Dunze, and they were a little afraid of giving something away deep. But 2-minute warning, man. Both teams have all their timeouts, so I expect somebody to use them. I don't know. I think the Bears are probably gonna try to run it here. I expect the Raiders to end up trying to use their timeouts. Keep as much clock as possible. Because the Bears are knocking on the door. They're at the 13-yard line. Raiders defense is on their heels. Unfortunately, the Bears will probably get a touchdown here. And then it's going to be like, will Geno step up and in less than 2 minutes try to erase all those mistakes that we saw early in the game and lead a game-winning drive? That's what I anticipate happening. I hope the Raiders defense stops, but they're on their heels and Bears are moving. Could see Caleb Williams doing a type of play action rollout, getting a touchdown to a back tight end or running it himself. I see that happening within the next 3 plays. But who knows? Last time the Bears were in this situation, they fucked up the snap and lost 20 yards on the fumbled shotgun snap. Yeah, it looks like Landon Roberts is still hurt, and the main linebackers for the Raiders is Jermaine Pratt and Devin White, of course. People are wondering, do the Ravens suck this year? Ravens have gone downhill. Whew. And they're paying all that money to all these players. We gotta have freaking you know what? I want the Bears to score because I want Geno Smith to be forced to lead a game-winning touchdown drive. I think that would be huge for the confidence of the team. So that's what I want to see. Hey, we got a record high number of people here, man. Like the stream. Drop some emojis in the chat. Whatever emoji you drop in the chat, it appears on the screen, as you can see here. I want to see this flooded with emojis right now. 1st and 10, ball at the 13-yard line of the Raiders. Caleb Williams in the shotgun. Dropping back to throw. Max Crosby misses, trying to get some hands on Williams. He scrambles, directing traffic, throws on the run, and incomplete. Intended for Kmet. 2nd and 10, minute 53. Darian Porter in on the coverage due to the injury to Eric Stokes. And the emojis are going everywhere. Keep dropping these damn emojis. You drop the Crosby emoji. If you remember, you got the Crosby emoji. Drop the Crosby emoji. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 here. 13-yard line. We got to get this stop, bro. Minute 50. Dropping back, Caleb Williams to throw. Pressure, scrambles to the left. He's going to run. He's going to run. Crosby's chasing at him, and he's short of the first down. 3rd and 3 now. 3rd and 4. Caleb Williams almost got that first down with his legs. He made that decision quick. Eric Stokes with a knee injury. And we got to get more Crosby emojis. This guy's been close to Caleb Williams the whole drive. Caleb Williams catching his breath. Darian Porter, the rookie, 3rd-round pick in the lineup. This is getting intense. Minute 45 in the game. Both teams have all their timeouts. This is 4-down territory for the Bears, and a handoff up the middle to Swift, who gets the first down. And I think if you're the Raiders, you got to call a timeout right now. So 3 yards, 2 yards to go, 1st and goal. And that confused the Raiders there. They thought Caleb was going to keep it on the read option. Good play call by the Bears. Good play call. So Raiders use their first timeout, minute 39. I think this game's going to come down to Geno Smith, dude. Bears score. Raiders could still win it with a Geno Smith freaking touchdown. 1st and goal. I love all these freaking emojis, man. You got to get the lotion hand emoji. Oh, my God. 1st and goal, Caleb Williams under center. Tight end in motion here. And a handoff on the outside to Swift, and he's going to get it easily. Touchdown, Bears. And now the Raiders offense and Geno Smith has to step up. And there's a lot of Bears fans in Vegas. Bowers, man, would have been different if he was, dude. I feel like we don't even hear Bowers' name ever since he got injured. Like, he's get like 1 catch a game. You don't really hear his name when that guy was everything. Even when we lose. 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point game. This is huge, man. Touchdown Bears right now. Now they're going for 2. Two-point attempt. Is my printer working? I want to print out a picture of Geno Smith on my printer. Is my printer working? Dropping back. Caleb Williams scrambling. Throws on the run and almost intercepted. Batted incomplete. So failed 2-point conversion. Raiders win the game with a field goal. Could still win the game with a field goal, baby. Where's a freaking picture of Geno Smith? Geno Smith, ESPN. Geno Smith, ESPN Raiders. This is what we're doing. Let me see if my printer's on. I'm printing this picture. I'm going to print this picture of Geno Smith. Because we need this guy to step up. Oh, is my printer not working? I think I gotta go. Okay, never mind. We need Geno to step up though here, man. This game's all about Geno now. That's what this is all about. Let's freaking load it up here. Let's load it up here digitally. Digitally, we'll load it up. Come on, Geno. We need Geno. We need to see Geno step up. And Dylan Lobby with the kick return. And the kick return is good field position for Dylan Lobby. And the Raiders are at the 42-yard line. They just need to be in field goal range to win this game. Come on, Geno Smith. We got to do some shit now. You threw 3 picks. It's been shitty. You came back a little bit in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter. But you got to win over the fans. You got to win over the locker room here. You got to put together a game-winning drive with 1:20 left and 2 timeouts. Let's go, Gino. This game is all about this guy right now. 42-yard line of the Raiders. They blitz. Gino pressure, gets rid of it. Completion to Bowers, and Bowers gets a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3 now. I'm like, we need this guy right here. This guy's got to step up. Here we go. 2nd and 4 now. Bears territory, quick throw to Bowers, screen set up, and Bowers being utilized now that we're in a clutch moment. Clock continues to run at 1:10. Raiders are now at the Bears 43-yard line. I think a field goal range is going to be the 35-yard line. That's where you'd want to be comfortable there. Drop some emojis on the screen right now. Flood this freaking page. And a quick throw to Trey Tucker on the outside. Out of bounds, Trey Tucker. Not doing well for my fantasy football team. Should not have started Trey Tucker. And this is just a complete mess at this point. 2nd and 6, 48 seconds to go. Ball at the 39, and a handoff to Genty. Genty gets into field goal range. Not quite a first down. Bears use their first timeout, 3rd and short. Oh no, Colton Miller is down, and he is in pain. Shoulder injury for Colton Miller. That is not good for the Raiders. Fuck. Geno Smith. A little shaken up by that. Highest paid offensive lineman on the Raiders goes down right now. We don't know the status. Just got a contract extension in the offseason. To me, he's been the only solid guy, really. I mean, it's probably why he got the extension, obviously. Field goal attempt, though. So how long, just to double check, how long is a field goal attempt from the 35? So it'd be a 42. 42. So it'd be a 52-yarder. So right now we're at a 52-yarder, and the ball is at the 35. 52-yard kick right now, 3rd and 2. Run it up the middle, dude. And if we have to, Daniel Carlson, he makes money. He gets paid too. He's got to kick a 50-yarder. But if we miss that shit, it's game. Whoa, man, bro. Ooh. And the Bears are going to call a timeout if we run it. Then they'll have one timeout left. Oh, man, we got to get this kick, dude. No. Bears fans are dropping Bears emojis. Oh, shit, we got to fight back. Bears fans are hijacking the stream right now. I don't know, man. Maybe we should throw it. They're expecting a run. Do a heavy formation with a bunch of tight ends. Make it seem like you're about to run it, and then flip them out and throw the football. We're flooded, baby. Freaking go. Game's back on. 43 seconds to go. Colton Miller carted off. No. Bowers in the game. Oh my God. We got a tackle who we just got recently. 3rd and 2. Gino's in the shotgun for some reason. Read option maybe. He's going to hand it off to Genty, who goes nowhere. We should have done the read option. Come on. 4th down now, 4th and 3. Going to be a 53-yard field goal attempt. Bears use their first timeout because the Raiders' timeout was taken up on that Colton Miller injury. Oh, bro. Well, decent drive. I would have liked to see us get in the red zone. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get in the red zone. Oh, I just put it on digitally. This guy. Field goal game. We needed this guy to step up. 4th and 3, 54-yard field goal attempt. This is the game here, man. This is everything. And it is blocked, and the Raiders lose the game. Son of a bitch, dude. And it was loud. I thought the Raiders should have maybe called a timeout. Field goal attempt is blocked. You could have had the best kick in the world. Doesn't matter if the rest of the team doesn't block. And Bears statement comeback win against the Raiders. Easy block from the left side from the Raiders' perspective. And the Bears celebrate. But, you know, like you can't throw 3 picks and win a game. We were lucky to even be in the game. And they're kneeling it out. And the Raiders are going to lose. Congrats to Caleb Williams. I feel like he fought back, stayed in the game. I think the Bears defense had issues stopping Ashton Genty in the second half. But I think ultimately what cost the Raiders in this game was a man by the name. Where's that? You gotta, if you second most. You can't have this many picks and win the freaking game. So we had an issue here. I'll be saving that. I'll be saving this for next week. We need to up the pressure on Geno Smith and see him be the quarterback that we believe he can be. He made a couple good throws today. It's not all negative, but we gotta see Geno Smith be the guy we think he could be. So big game for Geno Smith against the Colts next week. You know, the Raiders were right there. Defense did an amazing job for the Raiders. I feel like wasn't until the second half when they started giving things up. Really, a lot of stops for field goals. Raiders defense, and the run game got better. Definitely got better. And I think Bears fans were nervous, especially after having so much success last week against the Cowboys. Bears fans really easily could have lost that game. I mean, it's one field goal blocks the difference. I mean, it's not that. So they got lucky there. But what a bad showing, man. Gino, so what do you guys, you know what? Let's do a poll. Shout out to Jeff Hinders. We got to do the poll right now. The question is, have you given up on Gino? Yes, I have. No, I still believe. Have you given up on Gino? And appreciate you, Jeff Hinders, man. He gave his vote loud and clear. He has given up on Geno Smith. I'm still rooting for Mr. Geno Smith. But it wasn't good in the first half, man. And appreciate you, Rebecca Diamond. Thank you for always being here. Appreciate you for being here, Rebecca Diamond. We got to have some more live streams in addition to these game lives. And we got to freaking make some more vids. I'm going to drop a vid breaking down this game. And I got some more projects coming out. Hopefully once a week. I got to do a better job getting some stuff out. That's why they pay me the big bucks, Gino, yeah. And Pete Carroll, I wonder what he's going to say, dude. So 88% have given up on Geno Smith, and Tedford Von Patriots about to go in on him. Can't wait to hear Pete Biden defend Genius Smith. Same old Raiders bowl cuts, sell the team. It's obvious you're not Al. I give up. This is a downgrade from McDaniels. Oh, shit. Tedford Von Patriots saying what? Did we ever think we would get to this point? Pete Carroll, a downgrade from Josh McDaniels. That thought did cross my mind in the game last week. I was like, Josh McDaniels wouldn't go for it on 4th and 1 at your own 30-yard line. Like, Josh McDaniels isn't going to do that. And he didn't have a QB as good as Geno Smith, besides when he had Carr the first year. I don't know, man. But this Chip Kelly shit's not working out. This Brady running the team. And here's what I keep saying. Brady, his impact on the team. Do you think Brady's having an influence of the defense over the defense? No, Brady's not having any influence over the defense. But is he having an influence over the offense? Obviously, as a former quarterback, he's going to have some influence over the offense. So, and I always wonder that too, like Tedford saying, the Seahawks moved on from Pete Carroll and Geno. I mean, we are kind of taking the sloppy seconds, the leftovers. And you saw Seattle have a good game against Arizona this past Thursday night. Seattle fans feel happier. They feel like they made the right decision going with McDonald and Smith, or going with McDonald and Darnold without Smith. And I had been wondering, hopefully the Raiders prove them wrong. Hopefully the Raiders are able to be like, hey, you guys are going to regret moving on from Pete Carroll. That's not happening at all. But I really have to say, I really don't like the Brady partially running the team and involved in these offensive meetings. I really don't think that's a good way to go. I think that's only going to end up being a disaster. And shout out to Jeff Hinders. Time to bring back Gruden. The door is open. Thing is, though, like Tom Brady's never going to bring back Gruden. Tom Brady will never bring back Gruden and Carr. It's always going to be his homies, whoever those are. McDaniels has a better shot of coming back than John Gruden because of the Brady influence. So it almost just seems like we need to just hope this team improves and then see if we could find a franchise QB in the draft or something. I don't know. But I wonder how the front office, I wonder how Brady, Mark Davis, Pete Carroll, I wonder how they feel about Chip Kelly. Are they concerned with him? How do they feel about Pete Carroll? Will they move on to Chip Kelly a little bit sooner? Because I've always thought Chip Kelly being the highest paid offensive coordinator, maybe they're going to move on eventually from Pete Carroll and go to Chip Kelly if you're paying a guy that much money. Possible, right? So let me see what the poll is saying in the live chat. 84% out of 240 votes have given up on Geno Smith. Are you kidding me? You got Josh Bueno saying Raiders eternally suck. I mean, we've had some good moments. Week 1 was nice. Pretty much it, though. I'm not gonna lie. I did root for Geno Smith. I was somewhat sold. I thought he could do something, but no. Xavier Worthy and the having a big game. Jackson Dart and the Giants having a big game. Giants, Chiefs, and now the Bears looking like some of the top teams this week. Bears defensively, though, especially in the run game, not that good. The Rams and Devontae Adams hold on against the Colts. Raiders play the Colts this next week. To think we could have had Daniel Jones at a cheaper price, whew, that's going to piss some fans off. We got to hear from Geno Smith, though. What's going on? Do we got to see if we got a presser or something. Nothing yet. No presser yet. Huh. Huh. Yeah, no presser yet. I mean, I don't know. What are they really going to say? Oh, we got to take a look at the film and blah, blah, blah. Like, what are they really going to say? So, no presser or anything. Who would you guys rather have, Geno Smith or Spencer Rattler? Ooh, that's a good debate. Who would you rather have, Geno Smith or Spence? The thing why I still believe is I feel like there's moments. He helped. Look at that long run. Didn't he have that long run of like what? It was a shitload of yards, right? It was like Raiders. Shit. Fuck. How long was that run that Geno did? I'm trying to look. Yeah, when he ran it, he had a 30-yard run. So it's not all bad. We'll see what we got going on here. Oh, Shima 86. Let's see what's going on here. Geno is washed up. That's why Seattle. So you got Ivan Estrella. Geno is washed up. Ivan Estrella is saying Geno is washed up. That is why Seattle did not want him. And look, they seem happy with Sam Darnold. I was hoping he would prove them wrong, but you're right. I mean, they definitely seem happier with Sam Darnold. And what's so funny is, oh no, okay. I thought Shima 86 said the same thing, but he did not. So when you got leftovers, man, maybe leftovers just aren't going to taste as good as a new, freshly cooked meal. Maybe that's just how it's going to go. And Shima 86, I'm officially writing Geno off. They wrote me off. I did not write back though. Well, whew. Yikes. See these stats, some stats here real quick. So Genty, amazing game, 3 touchdowns, shitload of yards. I mean, you can't complain about that. Really. Trey Tucker, though, man, he really didn't do shit in this game. 2 catches for 13 yards. Why the hell did I start him in fantasy football? Bro, I am never starting anybody on the Raiders in fantasy football again. Oh, get Jake Hayner, yeah. I'm officially writing Gino off, right? And then you also have, we need a new owner. Super awesome you. I mean, to be fair, Mark Davis has been pretty hands-off. And when you talk about needing a new owner, you're mainly just complaining about Brady because Brady is the one running the team. Mark Davis is not running the team. They're pretty open about the fact that it's Tom Brady. So I'm blaming Brady, and I think Brady should be less involved. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Super awesome you. Are we at McDaniels levels? The poll, 80% out of 360 votes are done with Geno Smith. Holy cow. I mean, he's not going to get benched though, dude. He, like Pete Carroll's going to be riding with him until his socks fall off. Some Seahawks fans are saying they wanted Sam Darnold. Fact vids in the chat saying they wanted Sam Darnold the whole time. After the first week against the Niners, you had Seattle fans scared, like they had buyer's remorse. But then things started to turn around. So let's see if we have a vid. Sports Center's on. Games wrapped up kind of early today. I think the Raiders was the last game happening. Oh, clutch block ends the game. Oh, so should I rip into Geno Smith or should I be nice? So I'm going to make a video about it. Should I be nice to Geno Smith or should I rip into him? What do you guys think? Should we be nice to Geno? Should we be like, there's some good and, it's good effort, blah, blah, blah. Or should I just lay into the guy? I'm trying to think what we should do. Hear what Genty has to say.
Rarely. That's what the.
Yeah, we were just in there, broke it down. Definitely not a good feeling, and just now we got to get back and look at how we can get better and learn from this.
Ashton, anything different in practice that led to this really breakout performance for you?
Why are they trying to talk about the positive? There was no positive, bro.
Me personally, I took a step up to just watch more film, work harder, run harder in practice. And, O-line, they've been blocking. They've been doing a hell of a job. Plays for the team.
I'm out, made so was visible.
My energy guy, he's giving effort.
Okay, let's talk about the negative shit because there was a negative game
like
we lost.
There's a point in the game where you can kind of get in that groove. Who's
doing well, and then throughout the game we just kept wearing them down.
Dude, they're talking like they won the game.
That starts with me.
How much focus will be on not turning over the ball and ball protection? Because, you have to think about what this defense did.
Dude, if I was Crosby, I'd be pissed off too. He had a monster game.
Quarterback, yeah, they did an amazing job. Getting pressure on the quarterback, fitting up the run game.
They didn't get that much pressure.
But, if we can minimize those turnovers, the game would have looked different for us.
Talk us a little bit about your play.
Yeah.
And minimize the turnovers.
Taking the podium. Let's
go.
Oh, here we go.
Pete, I know we talk about over here lessons in terms of, the putting this all together. But when it's the veteran quarterback throwing 3 interceptions like that, I guess it goes without saying that you just can't have that happen from anybody.
Yeah, I mean, those were huge plays in the first half. I think they're big third down opportunities, third down conversions, and they really on both plays they did the same thing. And then when we fell for it and screwed it up, yeah, you can't expect to turn the ball over like that and win. I mean, it's almost it doesn't happen. But we overcame it because the defense was so spectacular in the first half, of making those those stops. They were great. And it gave us a chance. The score could have been ridiculous.
Yeah, they should have got blown out.
And so we learn, we grow, and we have to do better. And I know Gino's sick. The 2 plays that they pick on him, the first 2 were just we just didn't see it. Got fooled by the coverage, and they got him. The other one, on the crossing route, it's a play we throw all the time, and we rip in there. And I don't know if the ball was behind the receiver or not. I couldn't tell from my vantage point, but the guy makes a heck of a play.
Well, I'm gonna go check this out, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll be live again.
We had to stop
for
the last drive,
next game. We're gonna be live for the next game. Watch the presser, man. Check it out. Check it out on their channel as well. We'll be live for the next game, though, against the Colts. Shout out to all the people sitting in the love supporting the stream, and we will be creating a video. I will be creating a video about this game. So appreciate you guys hanging out, man. And I'm going to try to go do one more live on Tuesday or Wednesday outside of just the game live. I'm going to try to do one more, bring it back a little bit, right? So we can recap what's going on in the NFL. Peace out, you guys, and hope you have a good one.